Hello everybody and welcome back to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. I appreciate having you all join me tonight. Folks, we are currently going to be flying out of Orlando, Florida up to Memphis today. This event for VATSIM is called Luck of the Florida Man, but today I'm going to call it Luck Be an Airplane Tonight because we are going to attempt once again to get back into the CRJ. So folks, I got some interesting and exciting news for everybody. I just found out today because of a message Mahan sent me earlier. There is a fix, theoretically, to fixing your frame rate issue with Flight Simulator right now. So the most recent update that came in for Flight Simulator caused a few issues with full screen optimization. It wasn't something that was initially checked before. However, I can confirm my performance has gone up pretty significantly ever since I made these changes. I've at least jumped up 6 to 7 frames per second. Mahan, I think, shot up about 15 frames per second. So, folks, what you need to do is you need to find your Flight Simulator directory on your computer. If you're running the Windows Store version, it's going to be under C Program Files, Windows App, and you're going to look for Microsoft.Flight Simulator. When you open up that folder, you're going to look for the Flight Simulator.exe file. It's going to be listed as Flight Simulator Application. You'll right-click on it. Go to Properties, and you're going to go to Compatibility, click Disable Full Screen Optimizations, and click Change High DPI Settings, and down here click Override High DPI Scaling Behavior, Scaling Performed by Application. Click OK, you'll click Apply, you'll close that out, and then you should be able to launch your simulator like normal. So hopefully at this point, we've actually resolved some major issues that have been occurring with the simulator, folks, but today though, I'm excited because we're going to once again attempt to fly this airplane on VATSIM, and hopefully this time we'll be a lot more successful than we were last time. But folks, thank you guys so much for joining in today. Today we are Delta Airlines, I believe it's 8841 from Orlando to Memphis. That's the actual flight number that they use for that trip, so that's what we're going to use today so we can actually simulate more realistic behavior, right? So Delta 8841, we're in a CRJ7. I'm going to go ahead and connect to the VATSIM network, make sure we're all good there. It looks like we are. And I'm waiting for everything else to come up here. They should still be on. I don't see them yet, but we'll find out here in a minute. But folks, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much, Technical Domain, for joining in as well. And I believe I also saw Tangle Rider 97 in here as well. So excellent, folks. We're going to start off by firing up the EFB here by clicking on it. So we'll click on the EFB. I'm currently in a cold and dark state on the airplane. But let's go ahead and set up some of my numbers here, at least for performance for weights and balances here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to change to zero fuel weight. Our zero fuel weight for this flight from SimBrief is going to be 27,130 kilograms. So we're going to wipe out these numbers here really quick. 27,130. And then our fuel weight is going to be at 5,202 pounds. All right, once we go ahead and do that, we'll click Enter. Now we're going to go change to passengers and cargo. Today we have, I believe, 52 passengers on board. That looks all good. Our cargo weights are accurate as well. Aft cargo is all good. So I'm going to go ahead and set payload in simulator. We're going to copy the perf init data to the FMS. And we're going to just go ahead and get this started here. So now airplanes come with complimentary iPads. Yes, absolutely. So the CRJ does come with an iPad essentially. But let's go ahead and get this thing started up. We're going to flip battery master to on. Got that clicking noise going on. We know the plane's starting to come up and activate for us. We're going to go ahead and fire up the APU immediately. So we'll press the power fuel button, which is going to open up the door back here by the APU for the intake. Door is completely open now, so we can go ahead and start the APU up. All right, here we go. APU's coming up as well. All right, folks, here we go. Going to make sure I set my V-speeds a little bit earlier too, just to make sure we can get this plane off the ground a little bit sooner. But it looks like we do have Jackson Center online right now. I believe we are actually in Jackson Center's territory, so we should be able to theoretically get ATC coverage here from them tonight. But folks, thank you so much for joining in, those that can make it. I understand that I was kind of short notice on the call out tonight, but we do have Jackson Center online, so we'll go ahead and we'll contact Jackson Center here for clearance, I believe. We have KMCO. Who all do we have online right now? So I got MCO, ATIS, and Approach online. So we're going to contact Approach, it looks like, for our clearance. All right, yep, we got MCO approach. So plane is now officially up because of the plane's officially up because of the APU. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and hit the stab trim buttons, the mock trim, the yaw dampers. So we got everything up here. Let's go ahead and get ready here to start up the engines. Looks like we've got our nose wheel steering off. That's good. We don't need that on just yet. We're going to go ahead and put down the yoke by clicking on the speed plate. And let's make sure that we set our barometer in inches, which it already looks like it is. That's good. And we're about to go ahead and request the ATIS and, well, the METAR for the airport. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Honestly, I'm probably not going to use this METAR. It's more or less one of those things. Let's see here. It looks like Sim Toolkit Pro hasn't connected yet. Let me give us another shot here really quick. Connect the sim, connect to flight sim. There we go. See if STKP bot will join back into the chat. Hopefully it does. Has not yet. We'll go ahead and see if I can get it operating here. Twitch bot, enable, disable. There we go. Back up. Let's try this again here. METAR KMC. There we go. Okay, now we got our METAR back up. So that is officially working again. Folks, there is an update coming tomorrow for Sim Toolkit Pro. It was just announced earlier today that he would be making another update. It's been a minute since he's updated the software, but I guess he's been pretty ill and whatnot, so there's not very many people that are actually actively developing for Sim Toolkit Pro right now. But, of course, it being free software, we have to essentially roll with the punches here. But I'm going to go ahead and get everything else entered in here. I'm going to load up my my sim brief plan into Sim Toolkit Pro. That way everyone is able to track the flight a little bit easier. But folks, welcome aboard again, Delta Airlines 8841, Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee. All right, folks, let's go ahead and start getting some lights set. We're going to turn on our nav light. We're going to turn on our logo light. We're going to go ahead and leave the beacon and strobe off just for now. I'm going to go ahead and start up by just turning on all the hydraulics. We're not going to go through too much of a full checklist here because we want to really just get this bird off the ground. We're going to go ahead and turn on the no smoking signs and seatbelt signs, arm the emergency lights, ELT's armed, that all looks good. Let's go ahead and turn on the air conditioning packs, go recirc. I'm just going to go ahead and do a really quick startup on this. We're going to turn on the windshield heat, turn on our probes. Everything is essentially ready to go. We just need to turn on our boost pumps for when we are ready to start the engines up. All right, folks, here we go. Looks like we've got, doesn't look like, I forgot to turn on the nav here. We kind of need that, right? I guess, eventually. All right, there we go. We got our nav enabled as well. So now at this point, I can go ahead and call out for, clearance. So like I said, once again, Delta Airlines 8841 from Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee. We'll be ready to copy the route here in a minute, but we're going to expect about flight level 340 for cruise today. From there, we'll just see what happens here. I'm hoping we're going to have a good flight. But you never know how these things are going to turn out, especially on VATSIM, especially with a plane that, I have not 100% trusted here yet because of some of the issues I've had with it. However, I have gotten over some of the issues. But let's go ahead and let's just make sure we do a real quick flight plan. The biggest thing here is, folks, do not, and I repeat, do not forget to enter your origin in, or otherwise you will cause the FMS to completely lock up. And then you have to restart the simulator to get the airplane to function again. So that's not something you want to do, obviously. We want to make sure that it's completely functional, but we're going to go punch in our route really quick. Shouldn't take us very long. I don't have very much of a route already, so that's always a positive thing, but we're going to go and get this route punched in from SimBrief. It's going to be direct CAMD. All right, so we're going direct CAMD, and then after that, we're going to go direct Patoy. Yeah, basically it is. So, technical domain, this airplane is actually completely separated out from the simulator, almost so much so that it's really not part of Flight Sim. They've done that to try to improve the experience of being able to make it more study level as an aircraft. However, in doing that, they've also caused it to partially break as well. We're going to go direct Wasser after that, and then we are going to have, I believe everything else should be normal, so we should have the Vans 2 arrival coming into Memphis. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the rest of what I've got already. Make sure that this all looks good to me from SimBrief here. So it looks like we should be departing by a runway 36 right here in KMCO. All right, 36 right is the runway for departure. And we do not currently have a SIG to fly, so we'll go ahead and just execute that for now. We're going to go ahead and then go over to our arrival into Memphis. And we're going to go ahead and select the arrival for runway 36 center in Memphis. It's going to be ILS 36 center, and we're going to do that via the VANS 2 star, which exists now, especially since we have Navigraph. So VANS 2 now essentially exist. And it says there's really no transitions, but that's why it's Cram, Talo, and Wasser, but we know that we're going to be going Wasser, so I'll select that. I'm going to click execute. Now at this point, because I know in my lake section I probably got a duplicate here for Wasser, so I'm going to remove the one Wasser out, and that should go ahead and take care of our duplicate at least. We got Wasser removed now. Let me check off the other Wasser here. I believe the other Wasser exists. That's good, so let's go ahead and we'll leave the discontinuity in temporarily, at least for now. Until we're 100% sure that we're not going to get vectored there in Memphis, because we should have ATC all the way throughout this flight, folks. But thank you once again for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel. We do totally appreciate it. Mahan, thank you again for joining in. Thank you for sending me that message on Discord earlier about the way to fix the simulator. I just went ahead and documented that really quick to people, and honestly, I can say this, the plane is a lot more stable. I'm about to attempt this on VATSIM, see what it can do, you know. I'm not 100% sure it's eligible for VATSIM, but we're going to give it a shot, see if we can actually get her going today. So folks, let's go and turn into 124.8 here for COM 1. Tune that bottom knob over, and then we're going to go over to 124.8. So that's going to be the channel that we need to communicate with ATC on. That looks good to me.
Southwest 1211, contact Jacksonville Center, 135.902.
And I'm going to go and also pull up the ATIS for Memphis.
Connect tower on 135.
Which is 121.5.
Good day.
Give me 1 second here, folks.
Lufthansa 6415, descend and maintain 9,000. Resume
121.25. Gosh, this is taking a while to tune.
Lufthansa 2158, descend on normal speed.
121.25 here for our ATIS channel. We're going to pull that up really quick too, just to make sure we got the current ATIS here for the airport.
Delta.
Information Delta, it looks like. We already got that information. That's pretty quick, actually. Let's go and write that down.
Orlando International Airport ATIS Information Delta. 0053 Zulu Special. Wind 034 at 7. Visibility 10. Ceiling 3,700 broken. 5,000 broken. Temperature 17. 2.11. Altimeter 3008. Visual approach in use. Landing runway 35 right, 36 left. ILS runway 35 right. Area navigation approach runway 36 left available on request. Departing runway 35 left, 36 right, 36 left. Read cycle hold short instructions. All aircraft operate transponders with altitude reporting mode enabled on all airport surfaces. Bright lights on road between runway 17 right 35 left and runway 17 left 35 right may be mistaken for runway lights. Birds and deer on and in vicinity of airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Alright folks, so we got information Delta here for the airport. So we at least have information, that's all good. Let's see here. 124.8.
Zulu Special.
There we go, we're back on 124.8. Okay, folks, so we have information Delta for the airport. So we have got wind 0347. We have visibility at 10 miles. Clouds broken at 3,700 and 5,000. The temperature is 17 degrees. And the altimeter is going to be 3008 for this flight. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get this adjusted up really quick. All right, we're at 3008 here. Let's check the other side. That needs to be adjusted up. So that's another thing, folks. If you don't know about the CRJ here, you do need to make sure you tune both sides accordingly. If you do not, it can cause the plane to float kind of weird. It is kind of a bug right now in the simulator. You know, and mind you, it's a bug with the aircraft. There's actually several bugs with the aircraft. But like I said, the biggest thing to remember is, Big Hoss, welcome back to the stream. We're back in the CRJ again today, trying it out to see if we can get this thing working. I'm pretty sure we can now that we found a couple issues with the sim that seem to be able to be patched. And luckily, everything seems to be functional again. But folks, we are currently in Orlando, Florida. We're going to be flying over to Memphis, Tennessee today. Flight time is going to be about an hour and 45 minutes, and I believe our block time's right at 2 hours and 13 minutes, but we should be able to make that taxi pretty fast. So our runway today is basically right next to us. We're going to be taking off from 36 right, more than likely. Let's see here. Where are we at, folks? Where are we at? I cannot even tell right now. But let's go ahead and go take a look at the runways here really quick. See, my parking brake got stuck and locked up no matter what I did. Oh no, that's not good, because alright, so this should be 36 right on the other side.
Southwest 253, Miami Center is offline. Frequency change approved. Good night.
There we are right there. This should be 36 right. It is. Okay, folks. I've also got a surprise for a lot of you. I recently decided to do myself and the rest of the community a favor by going ahead and grabbing Navigraph to make these flights a little bit more realistic, right? And making sure that I can actually follow taxiways correctly. All right, folks, we're going to open up the passenger door. Let's go ahead and get the passengers boarded up here. Let's get the cargo door open up, service door open up, aft cargo door open up. Let's get everybody on board here that needs to be on board. All right, here we go. We got the AP already started up. We got the AC going in the airplane too, so that should all be good for everyone. Everyone should be nice and comfortable boarding the airplane today. But folks, welcome again to Delta Airlines Flight 8841 from Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee. Once again, flight time will be about an hour and 45 minutes. Block time's at 2 hours and 13 minutes. Thank you guys so much for joining in today at the Quasiguru Twitch channel. Hopefully this is a better stream than we had on St. Paddy's Day. All right, folks, we're going to go and get boarded up here. We're basically getting boarded up. I'm going to go and call out for clearance really quick. Make sure we get clearance getting over to Memphis, Tennessee. Let's go ahead and call for that clearance really quick, folks. Thank you guys once again so much for joining in. I do totally appreciate your time. I know you guys all have busy lives as well, so let's go ahead and request this clearance really quick.
Taxi, runway 36. Had a little issue here on my headset. I don't know if you're trying to reach me.
Delta 6101 Orlando, runway 36, taxi via Charlie. Romeo.
Runway 36 via Charlie Romeo, Delta 6101.
Yeah, you know, supposedly we're supposed to have tower and clearance delivery and ground. I think we might have missed the block time for them though today, because I know I pushed my stream back a little bit, hoping for Complete Freedoms, Freedom Fridays, but that changed a little bit. I know he wasn't feeling too good, so he ended up canceling out. So
good evening. We're descending through 14,000, crossing Alama at 12,000.
American 610 Orlando approach. Good evening. Say approach request.
Possible to get ILS 35 right?
Only because you asked so nicely. Expect Vector's ILS from my True 5 right approach.
You're the best, American 610.
Aw.
alright, we're just waiting for a break in the radio right now. It's doing good though. Big Hoss, were you flying in real life or were you flying here on the sim?
Lufthansa 6415, that was unreadable, but you should set a maintain 6,000.
Lufthansa 6415, 6,000, thank you.
And Lufthansa 6415, I'm not sure if you can do anything about this, but your audio gets very quiet when you transmit.
Lufthansa 6415, check.
6415, same problem. It starts out okay, and then it gets really quiet, then it gets loud
Right,
again.
so folks, I'm going to go ahead and import my flight in from Simbrief as well.
Lufthansa 6415, got some...
KMCO to KMM, that all looks good, okay. Go and pull up KMCO really quick, make sure we get the
that last one
chart pulled up here.
So if you change something, keep it there, but if it's a server problem, then that's fine.
Lufthansa 6415, I just found the mistake. My mic is behind my headset.
Alright, here we go, folks. I got my taxiways now. We're all good
there.
there.
Much better now, thanks.
Alright, folks, let's call out for clearance here. Alright.
American 610,
Maybe.
9,000, resume normal speed.
9,000, normal speed, American 610.
Orlando approach, Delta 8841, requesting IFR clearance to Memphis.
Delta 8841, Orlando grounds, expect a PDC.
We'll expect PDC, Delta 8841. Alright folks, I'm grateful to hear that. I love to get PDCs, especially with an airplane that seems to be broken a lot. So let's see what we get here for a PDC. It looks like we got, officially, let me pull up VPilot here. I'll drag it down here so everyone can see it. So I got pre-departure clearance of, let's see here, equipment CRJ7 transponder 0731. Go ahead and copy that in. And we've got 0731 for our transponder. File of flight levels 340. That looks good. So we're going KMCO Orlando for departure. Let's go ahead and punch that in really quick. Let's get the Orlando 4 in.
6101, fly runway heading, runway 36, clear for takeoff.
Orlando 4, PMD Patoy. I'm pretty sure this is what I have already, even. That's good. Orlando, and then KMT, and then Patoy. That looks good so far. KMT Patoy, Quebec 116. Views.
Bye.
Orlando 4, KMT Patoy, Quebec 116. Buzz.
Radio check.
Bye. Lufthansa 6415,
Wasser.
descend and maintain 3000, turn left heading 0.
Bands 2. Oh, excellent.
Lufthansa 6415, descend to 3000 and turn left 090, Lufthansa 6415.
Well, folks, I'll tell you what, this looks good so far. This all looks really good so far. So actually, I got the clearance I wanted to get, and it looks all great. I mean, the only thing is we do have some altitude restrictions here on the climb. We're probably going to be climbing via the SID. I'm going to verify that really quick here, though. Let's see here. Maintain 5,000. So actually, we're not even climbing via SID. We're going to maintain 5,000. Let's see here. Departure control frequency is going to be on 124.8. Plan runway is going to be 36 right. All right.
Orlando approach, good evening. November 160 Papa Lima, looking for IFR to Jacksonville.
Okay, excellent, folks. So I will just request, I should be able to just request a ground taxi here, and we should be all good to go. But yeah, push and start at pilot's discretion, so I'm going to go ahead and get that started here, folks, and we'll get rolling.
Uniform Alpha, November, Oscar, Victor 267 to Craig, Charlie, Romeo, Golf, then direct destination. Maintain 2000, expect 4000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 124.8, squawk 4775, standby readback.
Alright, folks, here we go.
6415 Orlando Airport is at your 10 o'clock, 10 miles. Advise you have an insight.
V2 plus 10 is going to be at 150.
6415, runway is in sight.
So I'm going to go and bug that for my speed right now. Let's go ahead and look over the chart here for the Orlando 4 departure, folks. Here we are on the run. Here we are right now at the airport. So we are going to be taxiing over to...
2803 Orlando approach.
Right, here we go. So folks, we're right over here by Edward 1, Echo 1. We're going to be taxiing down to 36 right. I'm guessing it'll be via Echo 1, Foxtrot, Charlie, to Bravo 10 to 36 right. So that's currently a guess here for the taxi for 36 right. That's the runway we're supposed to expect for this. And like I said, once again, we're about to get started here. So thank you guys for joining in. Let's go ahead and also just review the departure chart here. So we're going to look at the SID for the Orlando 4 departure.
Visual 35 left, and just be advised we have a autopilot failure.
Right, so we got 36 right here. Climb on heading is assigned for vectors to file the assigned route. Cross D2.0 south of Orlando Vrio at about 2,300 feet. Cross Orlando R115 at about 2,600. Cross Orlando R090 at R270 at or above 3,000. So yeah, it looks like we just need to make sure we just climb. That's all we got to do on this departure. So no big deal here. Nothing we really need to focus on. The only thing we really need to be worried about is the taxi here. So. All right, folks, we're gonna go ahead and get a push and start going here too.
Take Arizona in a Cessna.
I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for pushback here. Let's go ahead and get the doors closed up.
0 Papa Lima, you said you're unable airways?
Here we go. Airplane's closing up.
Okay, number 0 Papa Lima. I want to help you, but
wheel chocks are being removed.
You filed slant Golf, so that tells me you have a GPS, and that airway requires neither.
Turn on the boost pumps here.
It only requires a nav radio. So
I'm requesting pushback.
What are you able?
Here we go, folks. Here we go. We're about to get going.
I'm able to do just waypoints.
Okay, November 0 Papa Lima. An airway is made up of those waypoints, so if you look at that IFR load chart, you can plug in all those waypoints
folks,
on
let's get started here.
On that airway.
Affirmative.
Window approach, American Skybus 3747 with you, 12,300 feet, direct left it, 17 miles.
Parking brakes off, folks. We're getting pushed back. Let's go ahead and get the engines
Jacksonville,
rolling here.
Orlando approach.
Start with the
Can
right
you
engine.
repeat the waypoints again, 760 Papa Lima.
Right engine starting up.
0 Papa Lima, not a problem. It's the Citrus 1 departure. Radar vectors to Guano, Golf, Uniform Alpha, November, Oscar. Victor 267 to Craig, Charlie, Romeo, Golf, then direct destination. Lufthansa 6415, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Lufthansa 645 land, 3.5.
Bring up the right engine to idle.
American 610, descend to maintain 5,000.
Right engine starting.
Down 5,000, American 610.
We're almost back here in the taxiway. Like I said, we're gonna give this another go, folks. I think we got the performance to pull it off today, so let's see what happens.
Guano at this time.
Go and stop the pushback right here. We'll set the brakes. Brakes are officially set. Engine spooling up. We got engine coming live here. Pull that back fully to idle. And it looks like we got a good start on the right engine. We're going to go ahead and start the left engine.
The waypoints one more time.
Got the left fan spinny thingy spinning up. So
this is Orlando approach. I do not cover Miami. No controllers are online. Advise your intentions on the advisory frequency.
Sorry about that. Orlando approach. Can you repeat the waypoint 760 Papa
There we
Lima?
go. We're at idle now.
November
Left
7,
engine's coming up.
Papa Lima, no problem. Citrus 1 departure. It's the Citrus 1 departure procedure.
Oil pressure's coming up. That looks good.
Guano, Golf, Uniform, Alpha, November.
We've armed
Oscar,
reversers on the engines. We're gonna go
267
ahead and turn on our nose steer here.
Charlie, Romeo, Golf, then direct
And we're
destination.
cross-checking all of our altimeters, make sure that's all good. Looks good to me. We got 5,000 bugged in the altitude, and we got 150
Citrus
bugged on the
1,
speed.
Guano, V2, Charlie, V267.
There we go. We got power.
Charlie,
Left
Romeo,
engine's up.
Golf.
Waiting for that to stabilize
To
really
Jack-
quick, and then we're going to go
Jack-
ahead
Jack-
and
Jack-
we'll go ahead and shut down the APU here.
On departure, will maintain 2,000, expecting 4,000.
APU's coming down.
After departure.
Seatbelt lights are on.
775.
Taxi lights are on. The bacon light is on officially.
2,000, 2,000 then to 4,000, squawk 4775.
And we got our air conditioning going. We got everything else running as well. It looks all good to me.
Ready for taxi.
We just need to go ahead and make sure our yaw dampers are enabled.
Approach Delta 6101.
Yaw dampers are enabled. We are all good to go. Yep, the bacon light. Bacon. We call it the bacon light here.
101, I show you past it. I do need you to turn your transponder on, please.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and make sure we also set my transponder in here before I forget.
6415, turn left when able. Verify parking airside 4.
Lufthansa 6415 turning left, vacated just around the way. And what was about the parking?
Almost had it. 07
6415, if you're
31.
looking for international, that's airside 4.
Let's go ahead and enable that. There we go.
It's nearly in front of me.
TCAS,
that would be
auto
nice. Lufthansa
ABS.
6415,
6415.
Roger, taxi to the ramp via Foxtrot.
Auto
Echo
ABS.
5, remaining
That all looks
frequency.
good. Normal mode.
Lufthansa 6415 via Foxtrot and Echo 5.
There we go. This is actually going to work, guys, I think.
101, radar contact 5.
So
north of
far,
Orlando.
I think we're all good.
Climb and maintain 16,000. Contact Jacksonville Center 135.902.
All right, folks.
Climbing to 16,000, 16,000, and we'll contact Jackson 3592. Thanks for the help there.
All right, here we go.
There in Orlando. How are we going?
Contact appropriate ground
American
control.
610, just want to maintain 3,000.
American 610 down to 3,000.
American 2803, turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain 6,000.
Right 250 and down to 6,000, American 2802.
All right, folks, here we go. Here we go. We're about to get ready to taxi here. We are currently pushed back here just short of Echo 1, so if we turn directly to our left, we can go ahead and take Echo 1 down to Foxtrot. Take Foxtrot to Charlie. Charlie to Bravo 10 to 36 right.
Nah, you're great. 280, American 610.
All right, folks, here we go. Just waiting here for a break on the radio again.
Airplane.
Orlando approach airplane. That's great. I love it. Airplane. This is amazing. Gotta love it. Gotta love some of these controllers.
Radio check.
5x5.
Orlando approach, good evening, 6 Papa Lima, IFR to Jacksonville.
The full call sign, please.
November 736.
All right, folks, we're about to get going here. About to roll.
I got a 736 and a Papa Lima. Just make sure you're holding down the push to talk through the whole transmission, please.
Sorry about that, November 736 Papa Lima.
Number 736 Papa Lima, Orlando departure.
Send this guy a private
American
message.
610, turn right heading tree 30, intercept the runway tree 5, right localizer. Descend and maintain 3000.
Right, heading 330, making, or to intercept the runway 35 right localizer and down 3000, American 610.
American 2803,
Can we get that heading down
heading
American
270.
2803?
American 2803, turn right heading 270.
Right 270, 2003, thanks.
November 736 Papa Lima, clearance available.
Ready to copy, 6 Papa Lima.
November 6 Papa Lima, cleared to the
Yeah,
Jacksonville Airport.
basically, that's basically what it is.
1 departure. Radar vectors, Guano, Golf, Uniform, Alpha, November, Oscar, the Victor 267 Airway, to Craig VOR, Charlie, Romeo, Golf, then direct destination. Maintain 2000. Expect 4,000, 10 minutes after
Absolutely
departure.
beautiful here in Orlando,
Departure
I'm telling you.
frequency 124.8, squawk 4622.
Cleared to Jacksonville via the Citrus 1 departure, direct Guano, Victor 267 Airway, then VOR Craig, then direct Jacksonville 2000, 4000, 10 minutes after departure, 124.8 for departure, squawk 4622, November 736 Papa Lima.
November 6 Papa Lima, read back correct, advised ready for taxi with the Coronado.
Will advise taxi, 6 Papa Lima.
Orlando approach, Delta 8841, ready to taxi with information Delta.
Specific stance that you want me to take, or it's free to choose?
And I just got walked on.
Lufthansa 6415, the ramp is uncontrolled, so that's at your discretion.
Lufthansa 6415, thank you.
American 610, 5 from Thesha, cleared ILS, runway tree 5 right approach.
Oh, he is busy right now, I'm telling you.
From Pesha, clear to ILS at 35 right approach.
Who is calling for taxi?
Delta 8841, with information Delta here at Orlando, ready to taxi.
Delta 8841, thank you for Delta. Squawk normal, please.
Orlando approach, November 736 Papa Lima. What runway are you expecting us to?
November 736 Papa Lima, safe position.
We are at the Cessna ramp.
Number 6 Papa Lima, runway tree 6 left at intersection Alpha 2.
36 left at Alpha 2, we'll expect 6 Papa Lima, thank you.
Delta 8841, runway tree 6 right, taxi via Echo 1, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo 10.
Taxi via Echo 1, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo 10 for Delta 8841.
American 610, runway tree 5 right.
All right, folks, here we go. Let's go and get this taxi going.
35 right, clear to land.
All right, here we go. On the rudder pedals now.
Lufthansa 6415 on the blocks.
Go ahead and get up that chart pulled up here for Navigraph as well.
Awesome controller.
I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Just so you can all see where we're going here.
American 2803, turn right, heading 290, descend and maintain 5000.
All right, folks, here we go.
Flight 290 and down to 5,000, American 2803, thanks.
So they want me to taxi via Echo 1, Foxtrot, Charlie to Bravo 10. So that's exactly the way I thought they were going to have us go. Folks, new flight predictions have been reset, so if you'd like to, you can do it as early as right now. But you can go and make the prediction for landing there in Memphis. Once again, remember, whatever the landing rate is in Memphis, whoever wins that will also receive a 1-month Tier 1 subscription to the Quasiguru Twitch channel for free. Folks, that's basically my way of trying to make sure that, you know, the community is also able to enjoy the content in any way possible. So I just want to let everyone know something. I do totally appreciate everyone that is able to join in here in the simulator with me. And, you know, even if you're not able to join along, right, just being able to hop in and be able to enjoy the content is also a bunch of fun. But folks, I've currently got Navigraph just overlaying my screen here. I'll probably make a new scene for that here soon so that we don't see it overlaying the screen here, but I just want you to be able to see the charts at least to see how we are taxiing to how we get to the runway.
American 2803.
So here we go. Echo 1. We're going to take a look to the right. We're clear right, clear left. That all looks good.
Trying to hand fly to a 2803.
We're going to left turn here to Charlie. And we're going to go all the way to Bravo 10, hold short Bravo 10, and we'll let him know that we're ready for departure here, folks. That's the wonderful thing about VATSIM, though. You know, you don't even have to have a controller online necessarily at the airport. Generally, they work from a top-down position, so as long as they're in your vicinity, they also control the airports as well. So, like I said, I was expecting to have ground tower clearance delivery tonight because I thought the event was going on more or less directly tonight. But that's totally okay, though. You know, we're just going to go ahead and fly this out, see how the CRJ actually does tonight now that I've done a few things differently with it, and since we learned that, you know, there were some full screen optimizations being done via the latest Flight Simulator 2020 update, which was probably causing most of the issues in the first place anyway. So, but you know how that goes, folks. There's always issues here with how Microsoft handles things, and Azobo's been handling things, at least with FS 2020. So,
airport is at your 2 o'clock, about 10 miles.
All right, here we go. We're just going to go ahead and make sure we hit the toe brakes. Slow this bird down a little bit here as we get down to Bravo 10.
American 2803.
American 2803, clear visual approach, runway tree 5 left.
Clear for visual runway tree 5 left, American 2803.
Delta 8841, turn left heading tree 50, runway tree 6 right, cleared for takeoff.
Left turn 350, runway 36 right, cleared for takeoff, Delta 8841. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get the chart put up really quick. Let's get the landing lights turned on. Let's go ahead and get our strobe lit up as well since we're about to go on the runway here. And here we go, folks. We're about to take off. We've already made sure that the crew is alerted. We're going to go ahead and alert them again here really quick with this quick couple flicks of the switches here to let them know that we are going to be departing here shortly. But once again, folks, here we go again. Canesto, welcome back. I can't believe it, but Mahan actually showed me something earlier. Shockingly, we may have found out what the performance issue with Flight Sim 2020 has been this entire time. Now, the CRJ is still mildly broken, and I know I'm saying mildly, because there are things that do break it. But right now, though, my simulator's a lot more smooth than it's been in weeks since the update. So, but yeah, luckily, all you have to do is you go to your Flight Sim directory, you go to your flightsimulator.exe, right-click Properties, disable full screen optimization, so you'll check that box, and then you'll click, I think, the box right below it for DPI settings, and you're going to go ahead and check that box at the bottom, click OK, and then you should be all good to go, folks. We are clear for takeoff here. I'm just going to go ahead and line up with the center line here of the runway, and we're about to go ahead and get this thing off of the freaking ground, folks. I feel so much more prepared today than I ever have with this plane, because the last time I flew it, guys, it was an absolute crap show. Unfortunately, I did notice this. There is no way to mode C this plane yet on vPilot. However, I did get the transponder working correctly this time, so there is that. Let's go ahead and bring up thrust to about 75%, make sure that we are completely stable on N2. We're going to go ahead and set toga power now.
Aircraft 2 miles west of Melbourne. Your transponder off.
Right, here we go, toga. All right, folks, here we go. We've got toga power set. And we need to turn left to 350, which I should have done that sooner, but I did not. We're okay. We're okay. We're going to ignore it for now. I may have to hand fly it partially, right?
Cleared for takeoff, runway 30,
there we go.
30 at 8.
Here we go, folks. We got rotate power, here we go. We are off the ground, folks. We are officially off the ground. Did I just hear possible pilot deviation?
It's coming.
It's coming. All right, folks, left turn to 350 here. Let's go ahead and start that left turn now. I'm going to go ahead and fly this for a minute here. That's right. All right, here we go. We're at 350.
Like late night Friday phone number.
Delta 8841, radar contact, say altitude.
Orlando approach, Delta 8841, climbing through 2,300 feet for 5,000. Go, Quasiguru!
Delta 8841, radar contact, say altitude.
Delta 8841, climbing through 3,300 feet for 5,000 feet.
Delta 8841, thank you. Turn left, heading 265, climb and maintain 16,000.
Turn left, heading 165, climb and maintain 16,000, Delta 8841.
8841, heading 265.
Heading 265, left turn 265 for Delta 8841, climb and maintain 16,000. Alright folks, we are currently hand flying this aircraft. I know it's kind of crazy I'm actually hand flying, but you know what? I'm trying to give it a shot, see how I like it, right? So let's go ahead and hand fly this bird up. Welcome back, 14AD. Glad to have you on board. Canesto is in the house. We got David Scott in the house as well. Folks, we are currently flying the CRJ right now. We are actually experiencing much better performance with it than we did last time, so we're going to try to maintain flying this aircraft and see if we can just keep it working here for us, right? So that's the biggest thing, is, you know, seeing if we can actually get the aircraft just to be more livable and breathable, right? So let's go and we'll just maintain this here. We're just turning to 265 right now.
Turn left to taxiway Foxtrot, taxi via Foxtrot, hold short of Echo 2.
Left Foxtrot. And taxiway Foxtrot, hold short.
Left turn 265 here.
American 610, cross runway tree 5 left, taxi via Hotel 1, Golf, Juliet, hold short of Charlie.
American 610 will cross 5 left.
Alright folks, here we go. We're just climbing up just nice and gentle here. This airplane is flying great today. I'm actually really impressed with it right now. And my performance is definitely up from where it was last time, so kind of having fun flying this today. We're going up to 16,000 right now. I'm going to go and bug that really quick in the altitude.
41, contact Jacksonville Center, 135.902. Good night.
135.902, Delta 8841. Alright folks, we're going to go and bug the heading really quick. Apply the autopilot. Let's get this thing up to the altitude we need to be at 2 of 16,000 feet. We'll go ahead and just do a speed mode on this. 135.902 to 16,000 feet. Go and get this set really quick here. Come on, airplane, work with me. It's the only thing I don't like, folks. I really don't like the mouse action that you have to use in the sim so much. It drives me absolutely nuts.
Hotel, verify your park interside 3.
See here, 265.
2803.
Okay, 2803, make 2 left turns, join Golf.
Ready, heading
to Foxtrot,
265. Let's go and contact our next frequency here was 135.925.
And the rest, American 2803.
Come on, 135.925, come on. Let me tune this as fast as possible. Come on, baby. Tune down. The only problem, the radios take a minute to tune down, so, you know, it does take a little bit of time, but once you get used to it, get used to it. You know, that's all there is to it. 135. Come on. 925. There we go.
Position checks and maintain 370, American 97 heavy.
November 751 Alpha Juliet, go ahead.
Alright, we're just waiting here a minute. Actually, it's 9:44 my time.
Jack Center, squawk 1041.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 8841, climbing through 15,200 for 16,000, heading 265.
41 Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
I maintain flight level 340 for Delta 8841.
Southwest 1999, contact Orlando approach 124.8, good day.
124.8, have a good night, sir.
For 1 Alpha Juliet, radar contact 12 miles southwest of the Oldie intersection, maintain flight level 450.
Maintain flight level 450,
Airway 627.
Thank you. Delta 8841, clear direct pad toy, resume on navigation.
Clear direct pad toy, resume on navigation, Delta 8841. Alright folks, here we go. We're going up directly to flight level 340. Direct Patoy.
Southwest 439, Jack Center, roger.
Navigation mode, here we go. Alright folks, we're making that right turn and we're going up to flight level 340 here. And we are officially on our way to Memphis. We have not broken yet. We've had so many less issues already, so this is always a good thing, right? Absolutely. CRJ DigiDriver. Back in my days, we used ARJ for file compression. That's right. That's right. That is very true. We did used to use ARJ for file compression, so kind of cool you bring that up because it's something I definitely remember too myself. So very cool. Very cool. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and bug the speed for 290 here for the climb out. As we climb up here to flight level 340. But welcome everybody to the stream. Glad to have you all join me in today on the CRJ flight. Again, we're actually giving this bird another chance, even though really probably shouldn't. But I've kind of gotten to the point where I think I might be more comfortable with it. We did find out some things with Flight Simulator that should take care. Oh, camera's frozen. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me see if I can get it going here again. This does occasionally happen with Droid Cam. See if I can get it active here. See if I can get it to wake up again. Hello, Droid Cam. I need you. Give me 1 second, folks. It might take me a second to get this active again. Let's see if this works now. I decided to run my camera via IP cam essentially today, so it's a little bit different than I normally stream, but there we go. I'm back again. Perfect. Perfect. But folks, yep, we're climbing up to flight level 340 right now. We're direct Patoy, and it looks like our flight time should be getting cut down here pretty fast, but we actually had a much safer and steady takeoff today than we've ever had in the CRJ. You know, the last time we tried to fly it on stream, it was a crap show to say the least, right? So, but it is starting to smooth out some. I mean, it's still not perfect, right? It is a very difficult bird to render. They are needing to still patch it for sure. Guys, gals, no matter where you are or what you're up to or how you're feeling, praying you all know how amazing you are tonight. God bless you. Glad to be part of the community. Happy to be resting right now. You all rock, and I pray your weekend is amazing. Not going anywhere. Just wanted to send some love to that room. Absolutely. So yeah, but we are currently Delta 8841 from Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee, folks. Thank you guys so much for joining in on the Quasiguru Twitch channel today. It's definitely a pleasure to have you guys on board. DigiDriver, thank you so much too for that. You know, I think it's kind of necessary sometimes to drop that in, because I think sometimes people forget that no matter what struggles they're going through in life, that no matter what, things do get better, even if you're in a bad place, in a bad position. And sometimes people really do need to hear that. I've had a lot of struggles in my own life even, and the thing is that there's always things that, you know, can get that your life can always get better, right? The problem is a lot of people forget that, right? A lot of people forget how much better things can get eventually. So, you know, keep that in mind, you know, as you're making ways through your day, you know, just keep in mind that, you know, life's worth it, right?
An European company say about this.
And you know, I'm so glad about that too, you know. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, you know. It's not something that I ever thought I would ever do, you know, even think about doing, because honestly, for the longest time I said to myself, there is no way in heck I would ever stream. And here I am doing it, and I'm doing it because it's just, I've noticed it's a lot of fun, you know? And that's the thing, you know, it's Miss 14D, it's so true, though. You know, the thing is no matter where you're at in your life, no matter where you're at in your world, you know, look, I'll be honest, I'm a person that suffers with depression, like, majorly, and this simulator, this community, all of you that join me in on my streams have been so incredibly supportive. You've been so loving, you've been so supportive, And to me, that's all that really matters. Beach House, thank you so much.
I could, but my comms, your comms
And the same thoughts, but that first stream is rather addicting. Exactly, exactly. WD Person, thank you so much for subscribing to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. Thank you so much. I do totally appreciate that. But folks, you know, it's just it's one of those things. You know, I'm learning something really fast. It's that, you know, I was so... Whoa, look at that. Hello, WD Person. Glad to see you here. But yeah, you know, it's so true, though, you know. I've learned over time that... I've learned over time that, you know, life is only worth living if you allow it to be, right? And in order to do that, you've got to realize that things do get better, you know, that things do eventually improve. And as long as you can do that, you'll never have a care or concern in your world that's going to bother you, right? So, whoa, WD Person just gifted a tier 1 sub to DigiDriver. Thank you so much, WD Person. We totally appreciate that here at the channel. But yeah, we are officially flying the CRJ on Batson, which I never thought I would do after the issues I had with it last time, to be honest. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing managed here really quick. I'm going to slow her down some here.
Airway up Juliet, direct stock car after Charleston VOR.
Direct stock car. Anyone watch NASCAR in here? Anyone at all?
On you, sir. Number 1 up Juliet, direct stock car, Sierra Tango, Oscar, Charlie.
I actually kind of like NASCAR, I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of fun.
Direct stock car after Charleston, 1 Alpha Juliet.
But yeah, this plane is officially off the ground. It's actually flying right, so I'm a little bit shocked this is going on. But this plane's flying correctly. And folks, I just want to show you really quick what I did to get it flying right, okay? Yeah, the flight deck looks amazing. Check this out. So here's the custom views on this airplane.
Southwest 439-439.
Okay.
Look at this Bombardier. That's right, Bombardier CRJ 700.
Air Atlantic 351, your radar contact, maintain flow level.
Isn't she beautiful? Exactly, makes you flash back to FX Steam Edition in the Caribbean landing in St. Martin, yeah.
Contact Houston Center,
yeah,
134.42.
It really is. It is entertaining. Especially when they get mad at each other and they start wrecking each other for no reason, you know. Just absolutely amazing. But folks, look at this flight model. Look at this flight model. Isn't she beautiful? Whoa. I think someone's streaming. Ooh, that was rough. I think somebody's streaming. And they got a little bit happy maybe with their audio they were playing. I don't know. Oh my gosh. We just had someone's American Airlines 1274 just broadcasting. I like the music on frequency.
Endeavor 232, Daytona Beach, altimeter 3010, runway 7 left, taxi via November.
3010 and 7 left via November for 232.
United 274, descend and maintain flood level 340.
340 for United 274.
Spirit Wing 617, contact Houston Center 134.42. Good day.
Look at this, folks. Here we go.
Contact Houston Center 134.42.
134.42. Spirit Wing 617. Good day.
Southwest 439 back.
Okay.
Yeah, folks, I'm excited. You know, it's a lot of fun. You know, I mean, I'm grateful that I've come across this community. I honestly never thought I'd get back into flight simming until FS 2020 came out. I mean, I was out of it for so long, and here I am doing it again. But folks, here's a quick suggestion: if you're going to fly this airplane, never go to flight plan and just enter a destination, and then hit arrival and try to hit an arrival. It causes the plane to crash. And I don't mean physically crash, I mean like everything breaks on it, and then you have to restart the sim to get it working again. So it is a known bug now. They did at least acknowledge it, at least when I reported it, which is good. I was grateful they did that because there for a while I wasn't think they were going to. But folks, let's go ahead and give out some really quick, wait a second, I think they were calling out for me. Sounds like traffic report. I don't see anybody else around me though, do I? That or oh, I see him.
American 2893, you back on frequency?
I'm gonna go and broadcast really quick that I have traffic in sight. Jacksonville Center, Delta 8841 has traffic in sight.
Yeah, Delta 8841, thanks. Yeah, there'd be no factor.
Yeah, but you know, that's the thing, guys. I mean, it's absolutely incredible where we're at right now, right? And like I said before, the thing is that, you know, something I always like to preach about on the stream, especially when things seem to be going well, you know, and we're not completely falling apart. And DigiDriver just kind of reminded me of it tonight, is the fact that you got to remember something, that no matter what happens in your life, things can always get better, things can always improve, right? I think a lot of times people forget that, and I've forgotten it at times in my life too. You know, I suffer from major depressive disorder, and there's been times in which I've been, you know, really, when I've been really low, not doing very well, and the thing is that FS 2020 has brought me into a different realm even, right? And for me, this has been a simulator, this has been a community that has been able to draw me out of those really deep lows and that deep depression, and just allows me to explore being myself, explore separating out what has always been like a struggle and a challenge for me, right? And now, what am I doing? You know, I'm doing what I've always kind of wanted to do. And, you know, there for the longest time growing up, I wanted to become a commercial airline pilot. I wanted to fly 747-400. And if you would have asked my parents at the time, I used to go nuts saying that I wanted to fly Air Force One because I wanted to fly the president around. And, you know, while I'll say this, that might be somewhat of a distant dream right now. That doesn't mean it's unobtainable. And I say it for a reason, you know. We have really inspiring people here in the flight sim community, like Complete Freedom, right? And Complete Freedom had to cancel a stream tonight. He's out sick, unfortunately, and really hoping I could join him tonight. But I totally understand, you know, you got to take care of yourself first, and that's something a lot of people forget about too, is that, you know, if you don't take care of yourself, you know, who's going to take care of you, right? And so Complete Freedom's out sick tonight. He's not able to stream because, you know, Freedom Fridays are canceled because of that. But here's the thing, at the same time, though, you know, I completely respect him. He's an amazing part of our community, right? But the thing is he set himself a goal to start flying to get his PPL, and he did it. Well, he doesn't have his PPL yet, but he almost does. He almost has his PPL. He's almost achieved that, and he's working on it, you know? Big Hoss, okay.
7 left, clear for takeoff, Endeavor 232.
Well, Big Hoss, I want to let you know this, okay? And this is what I want you to remember too, right?
Real quick before
I'm gonna go. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and bump down the ATC volume really quick so we can have more of a discussion, okay?
Delta 6101.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute the ATC volume so I can just talk with you guys. Big Hoss, here's something I want you to remember. No matter what happens, right? No matter what happens in life, there's always time for improvement. There's always time for improvement. And the thing is, sometimes things happen in our life for a reason, right? And something I've learned is that, you know, sometimes it opens up opportunities that we would have never once had before, right? And even though it's difficult at first, being able to go through the motions, being able to realize that you're human, right, is completely natural. It's a normal thing, right? And that's one of the biggest things people have to remember, is that, you know, we are human beings, right? We all have mental feelings, we all have emotions, we all have these things that make us human, right? And at the end of the day, no matter what happens, we all have, you know, some sort of purpose in life, right? And the thing is that we have a purpose for being here on this earth, right? And whether or not that's because you believe in a higher power, whether or not that's because, you know, maybe it's existing for somebody else, right? At the same time, though, even in your darkest days, in your darkest times, sometimes it's challenging us to do better, right? So, Big Hoss, I'm grateful that you're here with us tonight. I'm grateful that you're here to enjoy the stream with us. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm grateful to have you here. Mr. Pilot 222, thank you so much for hosting the stream. I totally appreciate it here. Oh, there we go. And Beach House, Microsoft Pop is the captain. Oh, and you know, I think Beach House, I must have missed it. I do apologize. But let me real quick, I'm going to do some quick shout outs here for everyone, okay? So we didn't have Complete Freedom tonight, but I'm going to go and just throw this up really quick. If you guys haven't yet, go take a look at Complete Freedom. Go ahead and click follow Complete Freedom. He is a student pilot currently working, getting his PPL. He's very close to getting it done, folks. He was going to stream tonight, but he's not feeling good. But at least Complete Freedom, you know, He's doing it. He's really working on it, right? Also, one of my other favorite streamers is in here tonight. We got the Beach House. Folks, if you want to see a really cool air cockpit, I believe that cockpit's a Bonanza, right? Beach House, a Beechcraft Bonanza. But he has a Beechcraft Bonanza cockpit, home cockpit at home. Very cool cockpit, folks. And I will tell you this, okay? So for me, yep, Beach 1900D, awesome. So real quick, you know, guys, some girls like to have, you know, long walks on a hot beach. I would rather have a long flight in a beach, right? So, but thank you so much, Beach House. I totally appreciate you. Mr. Pilot, yep, go ahead and follow the Beach House. Excellent, Mr. Pilot. I'm glad you followed the Beach House. Awesome. Awesome. But folks, Mr. Pilot 222, another wonderful member here in the community. I think he's already broken 580 viewers at this point. Mr. Pilot 222 is blowing up here as of late. You know, I remember when Mr. Pilot was really tiny with, oh my gosh. Mr. Pilot currently has 609 followers. That's absolutely insane. But Mr. Pilot, thank you so much too for being a critical part of our community. You know, you've been an inspiration for a lot of people, especially me, you know, coming in here. I never thought I would stream, and here I'm doing it. Welcome back, Sticky Rice 1982. I know. He has blown up, but he keeps going even further, right? Yeah, absolutely, Beach House. Well, I'm glad to see you on here again. I saw you, I think a few weeks ago pop in at one point. Somebody called you. I think it was Canesto at the time, but glad that you're actually seeing me tonight and you're enjoying the stream. So, but yeah, folks, we got the Beach House. We got Mr. Pilot 222. Folks, we got my first officer too, 14AD. He flies with me occasionally, and I fly with him as his first officer sometimes. If you haven't yet, also go follow 14AD. Another wonderful streamer. He's also a great comedian. He likes learning. I've taught him a lot about the CJ4 working title mod. It's one of my favorite airplanes. In fact, it's the airplane I fly the most. So kind of cool, but Sticky Rice, I'm glad to see you join in tonight too. That's really awesome. Folks, also in the community here, we got DigiDriver that's in here as well. Another excellent streamer, folks. If you want to see somebody have fun taxiing, especially on a runway, you can go take a look at DigiDriver. DigiDriver's freaking amazing. But oh my gosh, DigiDriver. This man has a great new time of flight sub streamers. Quasiguru, 1480, Slayer T, Canesto, Nathan's Planes, Complete Freedom. We're all a new breed of sim streamers. It's great to see you all in the community. DigiDriver, we absolutely love you. You're freaking amazing. Now, you know, Mr. Pilot 222, that's where you're wrong. You know, yeah, you're part of the crew, but you are blowing up like mad, my friend. But you know what? You got that charisma, you got that energy, and every time someone drops in and follows or subscribes, you got this going on, and you're dancing, and you're having fun, and I'm telling you, I don't have that level of energy most of the time. So I'm really impressed that you do it all the time. I don't know how you pull it off, but you do. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Pilot, no matter what, though, we love having you in the community. I love flying with you when you're available. You know, I know it's difficult with you being in Australia and essentially being so far ahead of us, you know, in time, but at the same time, though, you're an excellent part of the community. We're glad to have you here as well. Folks, also, got Slayer T. If you haven't followed him yet, drop him a follow. Another excellent streamer here within our crew. He's amazing here. Got Slayer T. We have Boeing Sky Pilot, folks. If you want to see a really nice Boeing 737 cockpit, go take a look at his cockpit, guys. He's got like 4 or 5 computers rocking a cockpit. He even has people sometimes join in like Beach House, fly with him. Absolutely insane. Really good content, guys. He does provide duct tape when you get on the airplane, so make sure that you join in with Boeing Sky Pilot as well. Folks, if you haven't yet either, I do have a bunch of emotes, and I'm going to go and drop some of these emotes in here really quick because I want you guys to understand something. So these emotes right here were all made by one person. All these emotes were made by one person. These emotes were made by Technical Domain. So we have the Quasiguru Interceptor. It's all in op, and the Quasiguru Crab. And that is Technical Domain right there responding right now. Excellent streamer. He mainly tends to stream when he does stream. He streams he streams, gosh, what's it called? I can't even think of the name of it, of the simulator right now. Why am I blanking out here? Hold on. Elite Dangerous. There we go. Got it. Elite Dangerous, folks. But go take a look at Technical Domain. Another excellent streamer, when he does stream and he can stream, whole bunch of fun, being able to watch someone fly around in space. It's a little bit different than us flying around in airplanes, right? So, but folks, here we go. Let's go ahead and drop in some more people, too. We have Nathan Plains, too. Nathan Plains, another excellent member in our community. Oh, hold on. Nathan's Plains. There we go. Got Nathan Plains in the community, too. Another wonderful Twitch member. Absolutely amazing. Got Maple Aviation as well. Maple Aviation, if you haven't yet, also drop him a follow. He was the one that actually gave me the suggestion earlier to change something in Flight Sim to make things a little bit more functional. Looks like I actually got traffic directly in front of me here, so hopefully I can maintain some sort of visual separation on them. The wife asked me, why do they call it cockpit? Be careful how you answer, because I may have the couch. Oh, Sticky Rice, I am so sorry that you may have the couch tonight. I totally understand, though. You got to be really careful about that, right? You got to be really careful what you say sometimes. But folks, I also have another emote that was made by our wonderful friend, Chris Cox. He made the Quasiguru tape. Excellent. Another excellent emote here. Folks, if you haven't yet, take a look at him. He's a graphic designer by trade. He also makes emotes for people on Twitch. So take a look at Chris L. Cox, another wonderful person to follow here on Twitch. Folks, thank you so much once again for joining in today. Glad to have you all on board here on our flight over with Delta 8841 from Orlando to Memphis. Currently enjoying the simulator, enjoying the graphics. The CRJ is actually flying. We're not dead yet, so that's always good, right? We've got a little bit of time before we come in for landing, but folks, if you haven't already yet, make sure you drop an exclamation mark predict into the chat for my landing rate coming down into Memphis. I can't guarantee you anything positive because I haven't really flown this plane very much as of late, especially with the issues I've been having with the CRJ. Yeah, exactly, not dead yet. Keyword yet. Exactly, folks. But here we go. We are currently on our way here over to Memphis. I'm going to go ahead and just pull up a couple things here so we can make sure we can see exactly how far we've got. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the weather radar as well, which I could have done a little bit earlier, but let's turn on the weather radar, make sure we have that up. All right, here we go. Just changing the format here. There we go. All right, I'm going to go down to the MFD menu, I believe. We're going to get rid of the airports really quick, get those out of here, knocked out. We're going to turn on VNAV here so that we can actually see the next point of descent. Sticky Rice 1982, good game there. See, you've built the Quasiguru tape emote. Excellent. Good job done there. Great game there. Oh my gosh. Regards to Cadesto. Exactly. Also, future reference, I might make my web radio public if anyone wants a few hundred songs to stream background randomly shuffled. Yeah, folks, so keep this in mind. Technical Domain's also currently working on creating a radio source that you can go ahead and browse to, that you can get stream DMCA free music for your stream as well. I think it's really important that, we all play DMCA free music. That way we don't have any contacts from the record companies because we're playing their music, right? This stream currently, we are playing Stream Beats music, which is all free, which is all free for us. But folks, let's go ahead. Let's bring ATC back in so you can hear them too as well. And here we go, folks. We're currently direct DETA. That's Delta Echo Delta Alpha, about 104 nautical miles away from there, folks. We are currently 58 minutes away from Memphis. Once again, I want to thank you guys for joining in on Delta Airlines 8841 flight here. And I'm going to go make a quick cabin announcement here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, aboard Delta 8841, captain's currently turning off the seatbelt sign. You're currently free to move about the cabin. If you need to use the bathrooms, you can. Thank you guys so much for flying on Delta 8841 from Orlando to Memphis. Currently, we've got about a flight time left of about 1 hour. Once again, thank you guys for flying Delta Airlines. All right, folks.
Atlantic 351, clear direct to Pensacola International Airport.
There we go. Yeah, and you know, I know that the clouds slow down the scenery a little bit in this simulator, and I know that happens. But the other problem is too, this airplane is so intense. So I'll tell you this right now. This airplane, anytime you load it up completely and you got weather and stuff, you almost drop 20 frames per second.
Sorry about that, I wasn't speaking on the frequency.
Exactly. Nerd power from technical domain. Exactly. Supporting version control systems since RCS existed. That is so true. Really is. But folks, currently we are on our way from, like I said, Orlando to Memphis. Having a decent flight here so far. You guys want to see something really cool if you haven't seen it yet? Look at this. We have a HUD in the CRJ, right? So, and guess what? This airplane's a lot more functional than the Dreamliner, and I think we're going to use the HUD for landing. So let's see how we do here, you know, for the landing coming into Memphis. But folks, I'm going to go ahead and just do a real quick check here in Memphis. Hey, man. All right, folks, so in Memphis, it looks like we got wind 0107, so it looks like to be pretty calm. We've got broken clouds at 4,700 feet. Visibility is at 10. We got temperature of 10 degrees. Altimeter is going to be 3032. And looks like that's all the information we really need for this flight. Seems hard to see during the day. Can you control the brightness? Yeah, actually I can. So if I go ahead and just come up here really quick, we should be able to... Okay, so I guess that is in-op. Alright, so that is one thing that's in-op here in the plane. But all I have to do really is, if you want, you can go and come up here really quick. We'll probably land in the night coming into Memphis anyway here, so. That a lot better though? Isn't that gorgeous, that HUD? Look at this, folks. Look at this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring the daytime back though, at least for now. While we're trying to get this flight going here, I'm going to set it for about 7:06 or so. That should bring us into the nighttime. I'm going to put the HUD up really quick. Because realistically, I don't want it until I land anyway, so I'm going to keep it like that for now. I'm probably going to go ahead and just start dialing in the altimeter settings, at least on both sides, to make sure it's at least set. We'll just make sure we change it really fast here. So it's going to be 30... Oh, that's nav source. We do not want nav source. Let me make sure we keep that set for FMS. There we go. All right, 3008, I believe was the altimeter setting there in... Oh, 3032 is the altimeter setting there. So let's go and get that adjusted in really quick. Get it dialed up as fast as I can, then go back to standard mode. 3032, there we go.
Southwest 439, you can plan the visual approach on 35 left, Orlando altimeter 3009er.
335 for the visual, cut altimeter, Southwest
3032, we'll dial in over here too. So that's the thing about the CRJ. You do have to dial in both barometers separately on both sides of the aircraft. If you don't do that, it can make flying it a little bit more interesting, especially when you're making an approach. So it won't necessarily capture the glide slope wrong. So that is a minor error with the airplane itself. That is not a normal thing for the CRJ IRL. But of course, you know, there are some patches Aerosoft's going to need to make to the airplane. You know, of course, also including the one where if you enter just a arrival airport and you do not enter your origin airport, and then you select an arrival, it will cause the entire airplane to lock up. So keep that in mind, you know, if you're having issues with the aircraft here. Looks like we're dancing around here real quick. We're having some turbulence. I'm going to go ahead and go continuous ignition here. Make sure we keep our engines up here. This all looks good so far. Alright, here we go. We are dancing a little bit. Like a little washing machine up here right now, right? Almost thinking of slowing down just a hair here.
Southwest 439, depart Piglet, direct Spider, and resume the arrival.
Go ahead and make sure we also turn on the seatbelt sign.
Depart Piglet, direct Spider, then resume the arrival.
Make sure everyone's seated here. Alright, folks, I'm going to go and turn off that taxi light too. We can also turn off our landing lights. I forgot to do that once we're above 10. So at least that's taken care of for now. That's all good. Let's see here real quick. We're at Mach 0.75. I'm going to try slowing it down a little bit more here too. Spin cycle max, left rudder trim. That's right. Hey, folks, if you haven't already yet too, something's kind of exciting. So Working Title Mod today earlier announced that more right rudder. I think he's on Twitch. He's also on Discord too. He created a new cockpit trim for the CJ4. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and take a look at that. It is free to download.
Actually,
so it's kind of exciting.
Still on frequency?
About to go, but I'm still here.
All right, let me figure out what they're doing. I think they've got another guy coming online. Give me just a minute here.
I'm gonna go ahead and disable the autopilot temporarily here. See if we can stop dancing for a minute. Oh no, yeah, we are definitely dancing up here in the air. It's unfortunate, but that's okay though. We'll just see if we can maintain this airplane for now. Keep LNAV on, that looks good.
Just to let you know, we are currently flying 285 heading.
We're about 54 minutes out from Memphis right now.
The 267 outbound radio.
Looks like we will get Atlanta Center.
Because we still don't.
Next, that'll be 132975, which I'll go ahead and pre-tune that right now.
Okay, it says you're slant Lima. I assume you could go. Are you in it? You don't have a GPS? Your radios only?
A-Farm 326.
Okay, yeah, you followed slant Lima, meaning you have, you know, a flight management computer. So, all right, Mickey 376, Roger. Just
calling you people.
Fly your present heading, and then just when able, direct the Sophie VR in November uniform November.
Roger, fly present position, and when ready, proceed direct November uniform November VR.
November 1 Alpha Julia, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Good day.
3297, thank you. Good night.
See you later, Delta 6101, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Turning? I think we're turning.
3297.
Nope, we're not turning, we're good.
Thanks for the APC.
Looks like the spin cycle stopped for a little bit, so that's always positive. Let me get this thing sped back up too. It looks like we may have lost a little bit of speed
Atlantic 351, descend and maintain, flow level 240.
Descend maintain, flight level 240, Atlantic 351.
American 1911 down to Jacksonville, requesting taxi to the gate.
American 1911,
Very good.
Roger.
Speed's coming back up.
Turn right, straight in hotel to the ramp. Good night.
Go to the ramp. Good night, checking American 1911.
902, we're at standard, that's good. Alright, everything's looking good so far. And we are not back in a spin cycle again, so I think we're okay to increase speed back here to Mach 0.74, 0.75. I'm going to go and bug that down one more, just make sure we have Mach 0.74 in. Folks, this plane does not have auto throttle, so this plane is completely managed, just like the CJ4 is. In fact, in order to get auto throttle, I think you got to step up to the CRJ 900 and 1000 to even get auto throttle enabled. But folks, we are currently at 103 followers. We've had a total of 1,471 views on this channel. We're currently at 8 viewers on the channel, so thank you to all of you that have come here to spend time with me here today. I really do truly appreciate you guys. You know, it really means a lot to me that you guys would take the times out of your days to come watch. But you know what? Thank you guys so much for joining in again. Thank you so much for the positivity that you bring me, and you help bring the rest of the community too. You know, I mean, it's not just me, guys. It's not just me. It's you guys too. You guys are absolutely amazing here. Again, drawing the throttles back here. Drawing the throttles back again really quick, making sure that we're at 0.74 or Mach.
I'm ready to go in. Big bounty vision.
Here we go, folks. Absolutely gorgeous out. We've stopped the shaking of the airplane here. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the seatbelt light again so the passengers can go ahead and walk freely around the cabin. Hopefully we don't have those issues again. But yeah, this all looks good. We're going to shut off continuous ignition again. The rest of this looks good though so far. Just speed it up just a little bit again. Trying to get these throttles dialed in is difficult, I'm telling you.
Maintain 6000, visual 7 left, Delta 2584.
But flight level 340 for tonight, folks. I'm hoping I have Memphis online when we get over there. Lightning round, favorite American liveries, go. All right, folks, favorite American Airlines liveries for 1000. Let's go ahead and start a poll for that. How about it, Tech Domain? Let's see if we can start a poll for favorite American Airlines liveries. I'm going to go ahead and pull up some of those really quick so we can actually just go ahead and look at those. American Airlines liveries.
Can I have the local altimeter at Pensacola, Atlantic 351?
Atlantic 351, Pensacola, altimeter 3019.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and take a look at the American Airline liveries here. So we have the flagship Eagle Roundel. This was one of the original American Airline liveries from 1934 to 1945. favorite American airlines. But I like the, yeah, there we go. Let's do the favorite American airline liveries, right? All right, so between 1934 and 1945, the first livery for American Airlines was the flagship Eagle Roundel. And then in 1945 to 1959, we got a little bit more design happy. We got some really decent designs of American Airlines, especially on their text. Started looking really good. And of course, this is back in the day when their airplanes were all chromed out, right, to help reflect that sun. Absolutely gorgeous livery here. In 1959 to 1964, we had the Jet flagship. There we go. Starting to see some jets here. There was the 707, 720s, and Convair 990s were known as Astrojets from 1962 onwards and carried titles to the effect on the rear fuselage. American Airlines referred to its 720s as 707s. So here's a Boeing 707, everybody. 1964 to 1968, Astrojet. So something Kinesto's been currently working on lately is importing an FSX model of a 727 into the sim. So this is basically something similar to what he's importing right now, is the 727 here. Absolutely gorgeous liveries. Oh my gosh, Dave Rundon just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, Dave Rundon. You know, it's absolutely amazing. You know, Wednesday was my 1 month anniversary on Twitch. Or it was Monday. Monday? Was it Wednesday? I don't know. But honestly, my anniversary was just recently on Twitch, so I'm kind of excited about that. You know, it's interesting to see where I've come in a little over a month here as a Twitch affiliate, but it's a lot of fun. All right, folks, this is probably, as far as I'm concerned, one of the most popular liveries for American Airlines. So you got the red, white, and blue. So we have the American red, white, and blue flag livery, essentially, for American Airlines. By far, probably the most popular, 1971 to 1999-ish, we had luxury liners. Then I believe, let's see here, the Reno Air Hybrids, which we had a little bit more white on the airplanes, less chromed out, less blinged out a little bit. All right, 2013 to present. So this is our current American Airlines livery. In fact, American Airlines has a very similar livery for the CRJ 700 and the 550 for the Aerosoft model. So it's kind of a nice looking livery. Honestly, I like the latest one, but I will say this, I honestly prefer the previous American Airlines logo. I think it drew me in a little bit more than the newest one, right? So like this is what I would call the most iconic American Airlines livery, right? Is this one right here. This one's the most iconic as far as I'm concerned. I mean, yeah, you could, probably argue, with the white, it's a little bit more iconic, even more, but folks, those are the American Airlines liveries. But thank you so much there, DigiDriver, for the suggestion. Learning with Quasiguru tonight. That's right, we're learning with Quasiguru. Let's go ahead and head back in the airplane, make sure we're not doing anything too crazy here. Still working on throttle management with this plane. I'm just freaking gliding and flying around as fast as I can, so. But we're not doing too bad right now.
41, contacted Atlanta Center, 132.907, good day.
Going to 132.907, Delta 8841. All right, folks, let's go ahead and make sure I've got that pre-tuned. I think I already did. I did, okay.
Maintain 4000, departure this frequency, clock 6531, readback squawk code only.
All right, I'm going to wait for a break here.
Passenger light, readback is correct, runway 36 center for departure, call for taxi.
Wait a second here, all right.
Atlanta Center, Delta 871.
Delta 871, go.
I should have probably asked this before I turned, but can I get direct to, what is it, Mike, Echo Mike?
Delta 871, stand by. I have to coordinate with Memphis Center on that one, so just give me a minute.
Roger.
Atlanta Center, Delta 8841, flight level 340. All right, folks, we're just waiting for a response here.
8841, Atlanta Center, hello.
Great, folks, we got Delta. I'm online with Delta Center. Well, Delta Center, Atlanta Center here.
6101. The field is about 19 miles at your 10 o'clock. Advise in sight.
Looks like I got speed better managed now. It's taken a minute to get used to this plane, though.
51 Alpha Juliet, turn right heading 360, descend and maintain 4,000.
Go and just start checking over our systems here really quick. Let's look over hydraulic, make sure everything's looking kosher here. Hydraulic pressure is looking good on all pumps. We're all good on hydraulic pressure. Let's go ahead and take a look at our ECS. Everything's looking good. Fuel levels. We've currently got 3,615 kilograms of fuel on board, so we're looking great there. All doors are completely showing secure. That's all good. Just doing a basic check over the plane, folks, while we're in flight here, making sure that we have no random accidents. I'm just Josie94. Thank you so much for cheering the 25 bits. We totally appreciate having you on board here again. Folks, I'm just Josie is absolutely amazing. If you haven't checked her out yet either, take a look at her. She's just starting into her streaming career, and she's an absolute joy to work with. It's just a nice, wonderful human being, folks. She's been absolutely amazing towards this channel as well, so we totally appreciate having everyone on board. But if you haven't yet, folks, go ahead and click follow. I'm just Josie94 up there. Go ahead and take a look at her. She's absolutely wonderful. She's definitely a pleasure to have on board. Thank you so much. I'm just Josie. We totally appreciate it here.
13 miles, report inside.
But yep, we're currently on our way to Memphis on the CRJ here, so that is so far going okay. Let's see here, we're 247 miles out from Memphis. Let me go ahead and get rid of my discontinuity here on next one.
FedEx 5697, expect a visual approach from my 36 right.
Visual 36 right.
Uh-oh. Tell me I did not just lock up the plane. No, we're good, okay. Oh gosh, that was close. So this is part of the problem, folks. The airplane starts to get really hesitant anytime you deal with vectors and deleting stuff, and it's one of those things we gotta be really careful with here with the plane. Delta, delete, vector.
Up to flight level 330, Waka 277.
Delete. There we go. Alright, we're good so far. I didn't break anything yet. Oh, I'm telling you, that gets a little bit frustrating at times because you're always worried you're going to break something in flight, and that's something I'm worried about, especially with the issues I've had. So basically, panic issue. Sorry to reboot my phone. I couldn't see chat for some reason. Oh, okay. Well, at least you can see chat again, Dave. But thank you again for joining back in. Folks, Dave Rendon's another wonderful one, too, to go look at. Lately, I know he hasn't been able to stream because he's also working on, well, I don't know. Are you done, Dave, with getting your PPL now officially? Not 100% sure, but folks, Dave Rendon also streams. He's also another wonderful human being to go follow. He's also the HR director for VATSIM, for VAT USA. So, you know, folks, if you want to learn more about VATSIM and you want to become more experienced with the ways of dealing with ATC as well as improving your abilities as a virtual pilot, or if you would like to make sure that you can also increase your real-world skill, as well as potentially you know, get yourself prepared to talk to ATC and learn about things you need to know as a pilot. VAT USA offers a wonderful program that is completely free that allows you to upgrade your VATSIM rating with VATSTAR. So VATSTAR is a wonderful program that they use to be able to upgrade your VATSIM rating, and it's absolutely amazing. But Dave Rendon, thank you so much. Grateful to hear that your check ride is next week. So how are you feeling? You think you're ready for it? You a little bit nervous? How's the feelings right now?
851.
Skywest 851. I'm just about to hand you to Washington Center, so stand by just a moment.
Here we go, folks. We are making our way into Memphis. We're currently...
Skywest 851, contact Washington Center, 133.72. Have a good day.
Right?
Let him
I don't
get
know.
off to step away.
Yeah, 54 minutes out, okay. I'm trying to get my throttle managed well, but I think we're hitting some really weird winds here. I got a good tailwind at least. That's always positive, but trying to make sure we maintain Mach 0.74 here so that we're not going too slow coming into Memphis. So folks, if I'm focused on my instruments here for a minute, it's because I'm trying to get this throttle to balance out. This airplane has a lot of performance. I would almost say more so than the CJ4. It's a little bit of a trickier plane to fly, I'm not going to lie. It's
that guy's actually AFK. I'm in a Discord call with him.
You're in a Discord call with him. You got somebody that's AFK. That's not a good idea, guys. Folks, if you're flying on VATSIM, you need to make sure you give the controllers your attention.
FedEx 5697, turn left heading 180, vector to final, descend and maintain 6000.
I kind of feel like there's more pilot deviations today on VATSIM than I've ever heard in the entire time I've been doing VATSIM flights. But folks, look at those contrails behind the airplane here. Isn't that absolutely beautiful here in Flight Sim 2020? Like, you just can't, it just doesn't get much better than this. It really doesn't. You know, I know the thing with FS, well, Flight Simulator in the past has always been, you know, as real as it can get, right? But just such a cool simulator to be in, though.
119er55 for 2931. Have a good night.
But here we go, folks. We're just making our way here in the CRJ with the Honeycomb Alpha yoke, so hopefully I'm able to lay down some really smooth butter there at Memphis, Tennessee, and we'll see how it goes. But like I said, hopefully I've got a controller when I come over there into Memphis. In fact, I'm going to let one of the controllers that I know over there that deals with Memphis, I'm going to message him and see if he can control here before we get there, so that way we at least have a controller coming down. So, but folks, I'm about 51 minutes out from Memphis, so I'm going to message him really quick, let him know. Adastros Gaming's absolutely wonderful controller there in Memphis. He was on ground. He just recently upgraded to S2 for BAT. For
6101, let's try this turn.
Wow, BAT USA. BAT USA. There we go, 14AD. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, my friend. Glad to have you aboard. I can't wait till we fly again. I'm missing our flights, man. I really am. I'm definitely missing our flights.
American 350, descend to cross Aussie at 14,000. Atlanta is landing east altimeter 3022.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I have control, but it's going to be hard to say at this point. I honestly don't know, to be honest.
About 12,000.
I'll tell you what, though, guys, I'm really excited that I actually finally bit the bullet, and I ended up getting, and that I ended up finally deciding to go ahead and get Navigraph. Having the new air rack information is just absolutely incredible. Memphis ATIS. We have Memphis Approach. I do not have a Memphis controller yet, so hopefully we can have him on. Luckily, we do have Memphis Center, though, so it looks like we may have control all the way into Memphis tonight, guys. All the way into Memphis. You're grabbing your wallet.
1 fills 10 miles at you are 11 to 12 o'clock reporting site.
I think I'm going to maintain this speed right now.
That's 6101, cleared visual approach, runway 20, that's the runway you're pointing straight at.
20.
Looks like we're flying a little bit of a crab right now. A little bit of a crab angle, right? Crab, a little bit of a crab. So, yeah, folks, I'm just excited to have you all on board with me today. I know the last stream wasn't exactly what I would call amazing content. We're dealing with many issues with the CRJ, as well as the issues that Flight Sim's lately been having as well. It definitely wasn't pretty, you know, unfortunately, but luckily, you know, now we've got something a little bit more functional, I would say. So, there's that. But at least we got a smooth flight right now. Technical domain. Whoa, dude, you just dropped 1,000 bits. Thank you so much for the bits, my friend. We totally appreciate it here at the Quasiguru channel. Folks, if you haven't yet heard or not, but Technical Domain has made 3 of my emotes at this point, okay? So he made the Quasiguru Interceptor, he made the It's All In Op, and he also made the oh gosh, I don't want to put that one in, but he also made the Quasiguru Crab. Folks, you know, absolutely wonderful work there with the emotes. He also recently is working on creating a online radio station that you can use for DMCA free music for your streams. So, you know, if you're looking for DMCA free music, he can also help provide you with it as well. So, yeah, absolutely. You know, I'll tell you what, Beach House, Technical Domain's pretty incredible. You know, I've always called myself a techie, but then, you know, there are sometimes I call him up and I'm like, hey, I got a question for you. How do I do this in Linux? What do I need to do to this container? What do I need to do to this virtual machine to get something to work the way I want it to? And he's always been able to help me figure it out. And at times,
1313
it's just cool to see the information you can get from him, because he will teach you so much more than you think you would ever need to know, but it's all very helpful. It definitely helps you learn what you need to do.
Contact Indianapolis Center 119.55.
Yeah, we're still waiting for top of descent here. I'm trying to figure out when top of descent will be. Let's see here really quick. Let's go to MFD Advance, the next waypoint. Not seeing it yet. Probably need to change my modes. Let's try that really quick.
American 69 Heavy, contact Indianapolis Center 119.55. Good night. Solaris 1313, Atlanta Center.
Alright, there we go. There's the approach charts. That all looks good so far. Okay. Alright, folks, it'll be a little bit before we even near top of descent, but currently we're at flight level 340.
Good evening, Atlanta Center, Delta
I'm going to get this
74
adjusted
Heavy,
back out to where I need it to be.
9,000 for 14,000.
Delta 74 Heavy, Atlanta Center, good evening, climb maintain flight level 390.
I'm maintaining flight level 390, Delta 74 Heavy.
American 350, say your airspeed.
Airspeed, I said it. There we go, I said it for him. I think I cover it, right?
American
Yep.
350.
And if you're looking, Thorsten and Anzomi on my Discord as well, if you guys haven't seen yet, you know, feel free to drop into my Discord as well if you're not already in there.
340, what's your
You know, he's one of my moderators there in Discord, one of the moderators here on the channel. Excellent. But yeah, come take a look at the Discord if you haven't joined already. Come join. The Beechcraft 1902 is the first turboprop that really caught my attention for any flight sim. Really? Really? Excellent. Excellent. That's really
American
cool.
350, you said you were
Like flip-flops, umbrella drinks, tried Fiverr, but their creativity sucks. They will do exactly what you say. Exactly. Exactly. That's right. That's right. That's the one benefit of, you know, working with the computer, right? The computer is going to do what you tell it to do, right? And if you mess something up, it's something you told it to do wrong, right? So that's kind of cool.
260 knots, American 340.
Atlanta Center, hello, cargo looks 997 Echo with you. We're on triple
Of course I said it right.
28 miles.
I've known how to pronounce it for a while now.
Passing 315-2250 as previously cleared by Memphis.
You just have never heard me pronounce it because you probably never heard me say it on stream, so there's that. 45 minutes out from Memphis.
97 Echo, Atlanta Center, good evening.
Isn't it absolutely gorgeous out, folks? Look at this.
Arrival to cross tripper at 13,250 knots. Atlanta is landing east, altimeter 3022.
I think we're giving Slayer T a run for his money tonight here. Let's see, where are we currently at? Let's pull up the VFR map really quick just to get an idea.
Aircraft clear, Delta 6101, roger, text ramp via Alpha, have a good night.
AECC, that is Kilo Echo Charlie Charlie.
And
zoom out on the map.
Fields about 190 miles at your currently 3 o'clock. It's coming up on your 2 o'clock. Report in sight.
I'm gonna go and grab a screenshot of this, guys. This is beautiful right now.
Atlanta, good evening. Piedmont 36, Piedmont 6287, checking in flight level 250.
Gotta work on getting that screenshot for the
Piedmont 6287
flight sim competition, right? Here we go. All right, here comes the screenshot. I'll drop this one in the Discord, guys. If you guys are wanting to see the pictures that I'm taking here, you can drop these into clips and screenshots here as well. Here we go.
4955, Atlanta Center, or back in the flight deck.
4955, welcome back.
You know, and Beach House, it's totally true, right? Because, I mean, there's so many people that are flying 737s and A320s, and
now 18 miles.
I'll tell you what, I honestly like the beaches. I really do. I think the beaches are really cool. If I ever were to get into getting my PPL, I honestly think eventually my goal would be is to buy a Beechcraft Bonanza. I really like the Beechcraft Bonanza. It's a cool airplane. Has enough seats, you know, pack a couple friends with you, a few friends with you, right? And it's a nice airframe. It's a gorgeous airplane. It's got decent speed. It's not complete crap, right? So it's kind of cool, right? I mean, that's the one benefit, at least, of flying that aircraft, I think, personally. So it's kind of exciting if you ask me. Let's see here. It looks like we are still with Atlanta Center. I was just checking to make sure I wasn't outside of his airspace yet. But guys, yeah, take a look. Drop into the Discord if you haven't already, if you're not part of the Discord. Wow, we got Mr. Polite01 that just joined the Discord as well. You know, I could go ahead, and if you guys want, I could connect to the Quasiguru live channel voice stream, but I know the last time that this happened, I'm doing it right now, but I know the last time that this happened, Mr. Polite01 came in, and he hijacked Mr. Pilot's stream, and Mr. Pilot started squawking 7500, and I'm on VATSIM, and I know that'll get me banned, so I gotta be careful here. I can't squawk 7500, right? So, but yeah, no, I agree 100%, Beach. The Beaches are awesome, amazing aircraft. You know, I'm a big fan of the Beechcraft Bonanza. The Baron, even, you know, just they're really freaking cool airplanes, right? Them clouds out, right? Isn't that gorgeous right now?
Good night.
Contacting Atlanta approach 125.7. Thank you for your service. Good
so
night.
Beautiful right now.
Walker 277.
So beautiful. I'm loving this right now.
Terminated. Frequency change approved. Good night.
Frequency change
hey,
approved.
You know,
Good night. Walker 277.
bad puns are always okay too, right? I mean, it's always content, right? Something's always better than nothing.
JetBlue 1441 Atlanta Center. Radar, sorry, climb and maintain flight level 370.
370 JetBlue 1441.
Yeah, I'm just, honestly, guys, I'm really glad that the CRJ is, like, flying on VATSIM right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was in the mode of, like, rage quit the other day when I flew this on St. Patty's Day. I was so ready just to freaking, like, okay, so I had so many issues that day, right? Not just with the CRJ, but I had issues with my internet connection. My internet connection was flaking out when I was, you know, streaming, and we started having major delays on stream and all this other crap going on, and I was just, at one point, I was like, you know what? I'm done streaming. I'm about to just click the stop button because I was getting so frustrated and upset. I'm glad we finished the stream, but the CRJ was just not ready yet. Mind you, it's still not completely ready yet, right? Like, it needs some updates. And I know it's FS 2020. And look, at the end of the day, I'm going to say this right now. The CRJ, as far as flight dynamics go, is actually probably, I would say, one of the best birds in the sim, aside from maybe the A320 fly-by-wire and the working Title Mod CJ4. Let's see here. DigiDriver, time for me to head out. Going to stream hop and see what some other folks are up to. Take care and much love to you all and all chat. Until next time. Thank you so much, DigiDriver. You know what? Super Friends assemble right now. I'm sure I'll assemble with you here in a little bit after we land here in Memphis. Thank you so much for joining in. DigiDriver, thank you for the really all-inspiring, powerful words that you had to say towards the beginning of the stream. It was really necessary, I think, because a lot of people forget that at times, that, you know, no matter what you're going through, no matter what challenges, no matter what struggles, right, we always have a goal in mind. We can keep looking forward, we can keep looking ahead, we can keep moving on towards bettering ourselves, bettering the rest of our community, and bringing people up, because that's really what matters at the end of the day, folks. It's not all about us, right? It's all about everyone and everyone together and loving each other and being there for each other, and it's just absolutely so powerful. Thank you so much, DigiDriver. It really means the world to me that you joined in tonight, that you gave that all-inspiring bit of power and wisdom tonight. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, and have a good time hopping streams here tonight. I'm totally proud and happy that you joined us tonight. It's always a pleasure to have DigiDriver on the stream with us. If you really love the King Air line of aircraft, you can subscribe for free to their monthly magazine. Really? I did not know that. I'm going to have to go ahead and do that, Beach. I do like the King. Absolutely. You know what, DigiDriver? Thank you so much for that. That means a lot to me. It really does. It really means a lot to me because, you know, some days I don't think I'm doing that well, and then, you know, hearing that, sometimes it's like, whoa, I can't believe it, right? But see you later, DigiDriver. Magic Man. Alright, see you later, Digi. Let's see here. I might have a functioning radio stream. Really, Tech? That's awesome, man. I'm glad to see that's working right now. Can I borrow someone from the chat to act as my guinea pig? Folks, if someone can help Technical Domain with something really quick, he would definitely appreciate it. If someone can jump in and just help him really quick, whether he whispers you or something, he's probably going to have you go to a link just to play and just make sure everything's functional on his side. But yeah, feel free to go ahead and jump in and help him out. You know, honestly, Beach House, I like the King Airs. I do. How should I say it? So, I like the King Air. I think it's a cool aircraft. But there's something about I don't know, there's something about that twin engine turboprop, right? Like, I mean, I don't know what it is. I feel mildly intimidated by it. I'm not gonna lie, like, there's a lot to that airplane. I'm not saying there's not even potentially more to this one, right? Like, I mean, let's look here. This is the center console. We got an ADG, which is propeller for the front of the airplane in case, you know, you lose engines. That way you can maintain electrical power. We got emergency flaps. We have all these other freaking functions. There's so many switches. And, you know, honestly, that's the problem with most airplanes, right? You get intimidated just by looking at all the switches inside of an airplane. And I'm not saying the King Air is this intense, because I don't think it is, you know. But there's something that intimidates me about the King Air, and I don't know what it is. It might be the flight simulator challenge at Saba, landing it there, because I just don't think that airplane's realistic to land at Saba. But it's part of it, right? Like, I mean, they fly a Dash 8 there, I believe, if I remember right. Yeah, Canesto, we are still alive. We're currently at flight level 340 on our way to Memphis, Tennessee. We're currently 37 minutes out, and it looks like we are going to have BATSIM controllers all the way into Memphis. I did message Adastros here earlier. I don't think he's responded to me yet to see if he can maybe control tower, but we will have approach, so therefore we will have a controller all the way into Memphis. We'll have a controller all the way on ground, and I should be able to get a parking stand and all this other cool stuff. And guess what, guys? Once again, I officially have Navigraph. I still can't believe I got Navigraph. I mean, you know, you guys have been telling me for a while I should invest in it, and I've been hesitant. And part of the reason is I don't want to spend money on something that I don't think is necessary when I can get charts for free. But here's the thing, though. At the same time, in the same respect, not all the charts I can get are the same charts as what everybody else has. And so to me, it's one of those things where it's like, do I really want to spend my money on something that I can probably get on my own? But here's the thing, though. These charts are up to date. We have up-to-date air rack data, which makes SimBrief so much easier. It makes the flight plans completely import into the sim, which I haven't had that happen yet. So, you know, it makes a little bit less pilot workload, right? So, a lot to it, especially the early models without FADEC, really. Yeah, but it's an airplane you learn and you start to develop a relationship with it. She'll bite you if you're not careful, but so rewarding we grease her into the destination. So, you know, Beach House, I don't know if you heard about it or not, but there was this, I'm going to look this up really quick because I can't remember what his name, King Air, let's see here, Doug White. Okay, so there's this guy named Doug White. Miss 14AD, thank you so much for joining in. I totally appreciate you being able to join in tonight. You know, it definitely means a lot to me. I know you're a busy person, and, you know, Mr. 14AD as well. You know, you guys are absolutely incredible. I'm glad you guys could join in with me tonight, especially Miss 14AD. You know, guys, she made the Quasiguru rap. Absolutely impressive. I'm going to play that really quick just so people can hear it. But she made the Quasiguru rap.
We got Quasi on the runway, she gonna come slay, there's no escape, you know. Quasiguru will talk it to you as she flies through, intercept you. She may be talking about pizza and what to eat but she'll defeat ya. She's coming in like Die Hard, the sky's her yard, you'll get a red card. Her feet are loose, but her controls are tight, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Dang.
That is 14 AD.
Isn't that absolutely impressive what she did? So yeah, Doug White. Doug White was up in a flight on a King Air when I'm gonna actually give you a little bit more information about here. I'm gonna just read out something here really quick. So November 559 Delta Whiskey was a King Air flight out of. Remember this here really quick. Alright, so Doug White was a man flying with his family on a King Air flight. Needless to say, the pilot was initially climbing out Quebec. Finishing climb checklist, and the airplane was on autopilot. The aircraft was rising through a thin layer of clouds over the Gulf when the former U.S. Air Force pilot was suddenly stricken. Doug White said, I looked over and his chin was on his chest. White said, he made a loud guttural sound, kind of a groan, and his eyes rolled back and his hands never left his lap. It was quick, it was sudden, and it was final. The airplane was climbing about 1,500 feet per minute. White saw that 10,000 feet appeared to be selected on the autopilot display on the instrument panel. White anticipated the King Air would level off at that altitude, but it kept climbing steadily. White pushed the radio transmit button, called Miami Center, King Air 59 Delta Whiskey. I'm declaring an emergency. He remembers saying, I need to stop this climb and I need a King Air pilot on the line. Controllers at Miami Center and Fort Myers Approach got a qualified King Air pilot on the telephone and relayed information to White, telling him how to disengage the autopilot and fly the twin-engine turboprop. White clicked the autopilot off at about 17,000 feet, tried to level the airplane, but it was trimmed to climb and required an extraordinary amount of forward pressure on the yoke. White tried to trim the airplane using the manual elevator trim wheel, but it was partially blocked by the deceased pilot's right leg. Once he got that task accomplished, ATC asked White to descend to 11,000 feet. He reached out with his left hand and pulled the throttles back slightly.
222 Heavy, check your squawk code should be 0447.
I didn't know anything about torque or RPM settings, he said. I had an attitude indicator, an airspeed indicator, and a directional gyro in front of me. And that's all I used to fly the airplane. The rest, I didn't pay much attention to. The King Air was traveling at about 220 kilometers indicated.
Cargo Lux 97
And White stated a left turn was directed by ATC. He yelled for his wife Terry to come to the cockpit and let her know what was happening. He was concerned that the deceased pilot might slump forward against the control yoke and asked her to try to remove him from the left seat, but there was no way she could lift his more than 200-pound body from the cramped confines. So she tried to cinch his shoulder harness tight to keep him upright. White told her to pray real hard with their daughters as he tried to land.
Taxi via Mike 2.
White had never flown any airplane from the right seat. He gradually descended to about 5,000 feet in clear air well out of the ocean as controllers guided him toward Fort Myers and its 12,000-foot long runway 6. I don't know if they were getting everyone out of the way or getting me out of everyone else's way, he said.
Atlanta Center, welcome back to
the King Air's indicated speed varied between 220 knots and 140 knots as White made throttle adjustments. At one point, he sought to re-engage the autopilot but changed his mind when it began to turn toward a pre-selected heading. Heck with that, I remember thinking I'm just going to hand fly.
Center 133.65, good night.
Was that Delta 8841 he just called out for? I gotta make sure. I think that was probably me. Let's make sure really quick I'm not already in the airspace. I think I am.
Good evening, Atlanta Center, Endeavor 4975 with you, flight level 310.
Pretty sure that is from
4975, Atlanta Center, good evening. JetBlue 1441, leaving airspace to the South Jacksonville Center is offline or service terminated, frequency change approved.
Give me 1 second here, folks, while I just tune up my radio here, 133.65.
Max 4763, runway 36 center, taxi via Echo, cross runway 5.
Atlanta Center, Delta 8841. Did you want me to go ahead and contact Memphis Center 133.65? Just trying to make sure here really quick that I've still got communication with him.
American 340 is at flight level 120.
So it looks like I'm still in his airspace, but Ms. Fortune, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I really do.
4,000.
And good night, Canesto. Wait, are you leaving too? Oh, no, you're not. Okay, good. Good. You're still here. Atlanta Center, Delta 8841. Did you want me to go over to Memphis Center 13365?
Delta 8841, a firm, contact Memphis Center 133.65, good night.
133.65, thanks for the ATC, good night. Delta 8841. Alright folks, we're heading over to 13365.
He's not in the flight deck. Looks like he's going to cross a little close to you at the same altitude.
Roger, 090 to the right. It does look on our TCAS like we've got other traffic in that direction as well, opposite direction.
Exactly. Exactly. It's actually a really riveting story.
Give
me 1 second, folks. Let me contact over. I'll keep reading the story here.
1,000 above. He shouldn't be a factor. This guy's going to cross your same altitude here shortly. I'll get you right back on track. No problem.
Right, 090, American 1330.
Thanks for the help.
Anytime.
Memphis Center, Delta 8841, flight level 340.
Delta 8841, Memphis Center. Good evening. Welcome.
All right, folks. So anyway, I'm going to continue the story real quick here.
Speaking of being out of the flight deck...
White's saw the airport about 8 miles away. TC told me it's all yours. White lowered the landing gear and got 3 green lights.
I never heard you check in. Is that
he had an approach flaps and full flaps, and controllers warned him to avoid slowing too much. White remembers being surprised that there were only 2 flap settings. The Cessna he flies has 4.
Well, he never did check in.
They said, do not get
Center
below
told me he was
110 knots,
AFK,
he said.
so if you
Automated
can,
warning storm
notify
plate
me
was
to
500 feet
let him
above the
check
ground
in
and
with
wide
me,
ignored a
that would be
series of
great.
other
Appreciate
cautions
it.
and alarms. There were buzzers, amber lights, horns. It was like a circus. The only thing I was concentrating on was keeping the airspeed up and the wings level. You know, just fly the plane. A large group of emergency vehicles had gathered near the runway, and White said he was surprised at the cluster of brightly blinking lights as the runway came into view. The landing itself was one of White's best. It was a greaser, to be honest, he said. It didn't jump or skid. It just set down and stopped in 3,500 feet or less. I asked which taxiway they wanted me to use. The King Air was quickly surrounded by emergency vehicles, and White said he didn't know how to stop the engines. Surrounded by cops, ambulances, and firemen in protective suits, I didn't know how to shut the plane down. He got advice over the radio and soon had the props feathered and the fuel supply cut off. His wife and daughters were shaken by the hour-long ordeal, but otherwise unharmed. My wife was shaking the whole time, White said. My baby squalled, and my 18-year-old threw up. White said he plans to finish his instrument training in the next few weeks and then get some experience in a complex single-engine Bonanza before moving up to a piston twin such as a Baron. Eventually, I'd like to fly the King Air again, but with only the proper experience and training, he said.
Delta 1051,
now, folks, the coolest thing about the story of Doug White is Doug White actually ended up flying later on November 559 Delta Whiskey. So he ultimately ended up getting to the King Air and getting certified on the King Air and getting his commercial pilot's license. And you know, and otherwise,
Delta 41, you can descend via the Benz 2 arrival, Memphis landing north, altimeter currently 3032.
Descend via the Vans 2 arrival, Memphis currently landing north, altimeter 3022, Delta 8841. Alright, folks.
3032. 3032.
3032 for Delta 8841. Alright, folks, so we're going to descend via the Vans 2 arrival coming in here into Memphis. And it looks like our altimeter setting is going to be 3032 coming down, so I'm going to go ahead and just bug it right here in my standby temporarily, and we're going to go ahead and just follow the Vans 2 arrival for descent here. It's always kind of nice to be able to get that from a controller, that way you know you're not even having to deal with some crazy stuff later on. I'm going to go ahead and bug this one really quick though, just to get it set up. 3032. Get that set up really quick, folks. But yeah, it's kind of cool. The story of Doug White, a Navy veteran, a military veteran ends up dying on the plane. You know, he was the pilot, and then Doug White took over the aircraft and flew it just like, you know, he flew a Cessna. And it's interesting because the entire time he was talking with controllers, he wasn't sure if he was going to live or die or what was going to happen, you know. So kind of interesting that, you know, we ended up seeing that type of event occur with Doug White and his family, and the fact that he was able to safely land that plane that night. You know, there's a lot of things that go through your mind, I think, at times, and, you know, one of those things a lot of people don't even, you know, go to take into consideration or think about, and it's just absolutely incredible that he was able to pull that off that night, you know, because I don't think many people could, right? Like, I mean, I know for a fact, you know, if it was me, I don't know, honestly, if I could safely land a King Air, right? I mean, you know, I could say, you know, one day I would really hope that I'd be able to do it, but that doesn't guarantee it, you know? I mean, we don't know. We never know what that's going to be like. But yeah, folks, we're currently going to descend via the Vans 2 arrival. So it looks like we need to be above flight level 180 at Wasser, down to 10,000 by Crom. Minimums, Cram 6,000, Mosh at 6,000, Foss up at 6, 6, 6, 4, 3. Alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and just pop this up here really quick. We're going to go ahead and focus on getting this plane down now, though, because we're currently about, what are we at? About right now, I think 23 minutes out here from Memphis. So we're going to focus on flying the plane now, guys. But once again, you know, thank you everyone for joining in here on the stream. It's been absolutely incredible that, you know, that we're starting to gain this kind of following here, you know, on Twitch, and starting to see, you know, what all we can do, you know, as Twitch pilots and as a flight sim community together. You know, I think we can all do everything together, and it's just absolutely amazing to see the type of love and support we give each other as, you know, we all go through these as we all go through these motions, right? So we need to be around 29,000 feet here, so we're going to drop down to 29. We'll bug that really quick. We'll be between 29 and flight level 240, so let's go ahead and start dropping this bird down. Hello, airplane. Would you pay attention, please? Thank you. Let's go ahead and start dropping the altitude here. Start pulling throttles back too. 2 minutes to get down there. Let's go ahead and drop it down by about 2,000 feet a minute. Oh, I hate this mouse wheel. I'm telling you sometimes, guys, that's the one big thing that I really wish we didn't have going on in Flight Sim 2020 is that use of the mouse wheel consistently. Especially for these external models like the CRJ. You know, the CRJ is basically a piece of software. It's not even anything special when you really think about it. So, we're currently descending by the Vans 2 into Memphis per the controller, so we're actually following the SID here coming down. But once again, guys, thank you so much for joining in on the Quasiguru Twitch channel tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic to have you all on board, and I'm excited to see where we go from here. You know, so but yeah, we gotta stay above flight level 240 here before erase. So Edward Romeo Alpha Sierra Echo. I'm gonna try to get down to flight level 290 as fast as I can here. We're just gonna keep this on a steady descent coming down at about Mach 0.74. But folks, it's exciting. It's absolutely beautiful coming down here into Memphis. It's a sight to behold, a sight to be seen. So, thank you guys so much for joining in here tonight. Folks, if you haven't yet already, make sure you drop in the predictions into chat there. And like I said, you know, if you win the prediction for the chat, you'll be gifted a Tier 1 gift subscription to the Quasiguru Twitch channel. And once again, folks, thank you guys so much for your love and support. As you know, we've been now streaming as an affiliate for over a month, and absolutely impressive, you know, to see where we have come in this short amount of time. And, you know, without viewers like you, it'd be very difficult to be where I'm at today. So, once again, I do want to thank each and every one of you, you know, for being there and, you know, being a part of this community and growing with me and helping me learn to become a better pilot and just, you know, all these really cool things, right? So, like I said, without viewers like you guys, you know, it'd be very difficult to keep doing this. And you guys have definitely taught me how to be more humble and how to live with, you know, just dealing with the normal everyday, you know, get-go, right? So, yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun that you guys are here. It's definitely a lot of fun that you guys are just, you know, able to enjoy these flights with me and enjoy this beautiful scenery as we descend here into Memphis, Tennessee. Just absolutely amazing to see what, you know, we can get with FS 2020. Yeah, it may not be the most true-to-life simulator, right? But, at the very least, you know, we're starting to get airplanes that are more and more modeled after what should be flight, right? So, like, what we should be able to fly at the end of the day. But, folks, it's absolutely incredible that you've all come to join me tonight. And thank you guys so much once again. It's an amazing thing that, you know, we're able to do this, and we're able to do this with such a strong, supportive community. And let's make sure I turn on my seatbelt signs as we're coming down in here for landing. We're not descending too fast, so no one should have been thrown around on that descent, but let's just make sure that, you know, if we do experience any turbulence, everyone's buckled up. So seatbelt lights are back on.
Memphis Center Delta 1630 is climbing 310,000 for 16,000.
But yeah, you know, having Navigraph, it's almost spoiling me, right?
Come to maintain flight level 310 to 1630.
We need to be above flight level 240 here at race. We need to be below flight level 230 at Vans. Alright, so this is one of those interesting ways to fly and approach. I mean, I'm watching, this is, guys, I'm absolutely loving Navigraph. Do you see this? We have a flight following here on the chart coming down into Memphis. They're landing north, which means I'm probably going to get 3-6 center, right? So, see what happens, right? But we're just maintaining this beautiful nose-down attitude coming into Memphis, Tennessee, and just really cool, guys, that we're able to do this tonight for everybody. All right, here we go. Making our way through this descent, walking fast. Pace is past and I'm homebound, right? But guys, it's a lot of fun doing this. It's a lot of fun flying with you all. You know, it's definitely a privilege to fly for you all too. You know, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Without you guys, it'd be difficult to want to keep going. And just grateful to have the community that we have backing us here. So just excited, guys. It's so much fun. You know, it'd be more difficult to do this without you guys. So, but I do currently have a friend over here too. This is Noodle Pro. If you'd like to come over and say hello, Noodle Pro. Come on, Noodle Pro. Come on into the scene. We want to see you today. Come on. All right, folks. No. You got to bring your face in. Here you go. Hello. This is Noodle Pro, guys. This is my first officer tonight. So he's Oh, you're my flight attendant. Are you pushing my trolley tonight? Okay, so we officially have Noodle Pro pushing the Charlie in the cabin. So if you guys need any drinks at all, coffee, bourbon, scotch, alcohol, whatever it is, guys, or Mountain Dew Zero, which, like I said before on this channel, the Quasiguru Twitch channel, folks, I may not be sponsored by Pepsi yet, but I am working on that. If Pepsi would like to reach out to me and sponsor me, I know I might be a small-time streamer right now, guys, but honestly, if Pepsi wants to come out and sponsor me with Mountain Dew Zero, I will totally take it. I'd be totally down for it, so I'm excited about that, guys. Please, guys, if you guys know any people at Pepsi, I would really appreciate it if you can reach out to them for me. Look, I'm not saying I'm desperate. I'm not. But I will say this, okay? Me and caffeine have a relationship, okay? And if me and caffeine aren't happy with each other, we're going to have major issues, okay? So don't even get me started, folks. What's going to happen if I don't have my caffeine? And do not talk to me in the morning if I haven't had my caffeine, because believe me, I am not the person you want to mess with in the morning, okay, guys? Without my caffeine, I turn into a really crazy human being. I'm not joking with you. Do not mess with me without my daily dose of coffee or my IV drip bag already hooked up, because if I don't have my coffee, we're going to have some problems. That's right. I've had to make her caffeine in the morning. Technical Domain can definitely verify this. Guys, I'm not joking. When I tell you I need my coffee, don't mess with me, and don't you dare tell me that I do not get my coffee. I do need my coffee in the morning, guys, all right? All right, folks, I'm going to begin working on my descent below flight level 230 here just past Cram. I'm going to go and just show you that really quick. So, Charlie, Romeo, Alpha, Mike, we got to maintain right above flight level 230. We're below flight level 230 here. We need to maintain below flight level 230 on this descent. So, looks like we're currently maintaining the approach here. Guys, I'm warning you right now, don't mess with me without my coffee. No, the stream didn't freeze. The stream really didn't freeze. I just haven't had any coffee yet. I'm so sorry. But folks, we are currently on our descent into Memphis. We're about 13 minutes out, guys. Please make sure that you go ahead and secure your duct tape. Make sure the rolls are securely fastened on the descent here. This airplane, we haven't replaced the seatbelts in a while, so Delta 8841 is going to be an interesting ride coming down into Memphis. We're going to go and maintain this descent into Memphis.
Nashville, just be advised, you're a little broken.
They're broken, guys.
Nashville, 4 Mountain 4674, thank you.
Going to go down flight level, let's see here, so by MASH, by FASUP, we need to be down to 16,000 to 4,000. We've got about...
Delta 8841, you can go ahead and contact Memphis Approach now 125.8. Have a good night.
Going to approach 125.8. Thanks for the ATC. Have a great night. Delta 8841.
You too.
All right, folks, we're going over to approach now 125.8. Can't believe we're actually not being yelled at right now. This is kind of amazing, guys. I was feeling like the last stream was going to be my last stream. I was pretty sure ATC wrote me off of VATSIM. They were probably going to fire me, but luckily they haven't done that yet, so we'll see what happens here. But guys, thank you guys once again so much for joining in on the Quasiguru Twitch channel tonight. You guys have made this an amazing flight. You guys have made it plenty special and fun. We are currently passing out the drinks. We got Noodle Pro passing out the drinks here in the back of the cabin. Everything seems to be going well, but let's go and get approach contacted here before I get screamed at. All right, guys. So we are going to 125.8. Let's get approach contacted. Let's make sure that they're happy with us. All right, let's go ahead and contact them here really quick. All right. Memphis approach, Delta 8841, descending via the vans to arrival.
Delta 8841 Memphis approach, information uniforms current, the altimeter 3034, and expect the visual approach runway 36 right.
Information uniform is current. I do already have that on board. and expect a 3-6 right for Delta 8841. All right, folks, here we go. We're coming down in. 3-6 right is going to be our leg here for the landing, guys. Thank you once again for joining in the Quasiguru Twitch channel tonight. We do totally appreciate your love and support. Thank you so much, Canesto, for being an amazing mod that you are and changing my scene for me. Because obviously I'm blind and I'm not paying attention, right? So that's the reason why I added those commands in, so you have control over my scenes. Canesto, I'm telling you, I gotta hire you full time, but you need to start bringing me coffee, okay? Noodle Pro can't keep doing this for me, okay? Canesto, I need you to be there more often, okay? When I demand my coffee, I need my coffee, okay? I need my fix. I need my fix. All right, here we go, folks. We're going to be landing 3-6 right here in Memphis. I'm going to go ahead and punch that in here into the FMS. Make sure that we got 3-6 right in the computer. ILS 3-6 right. All right, guys, we got ILS 3-6 right in by the bands too. I'm going to click execute here, and, well, we haven't broken yet, so, guys, this may actually be a successful flight into Memphis. I'm kind of worried, to be honest with you. We need to get down to 10,000 feet here.
8841, fly heading 280, descend and maintain 5,000.
Fly heading 280, descend and maintain 5,000, Delta 8841. All right, guys, I got to go ahead and fly 280 now. Let's go ahead and get that bugged really quick. Let's get my heading turned over because this guy did not want me to fly that direction either, so we'll go ahead and go to 280, descend and maintain 5,000 per instruction by the controller. Let's go and get this bird down on the ground, shall we, guys? Thank you guys once again for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel, where we all love to fly and have a good time, and Noodle Pro loves passing out drinks in the back of the airplane, guys. It's definitely something that we have to have here, but we're heading down to 5,000 feet. Going to go ahead and get this plane back on VS mode, not BS mode, but VS mode, guys. VS mode. Going to go down about 3,000 feet a minute. I got to get the altitude bugged correctly, though, before I even attempt that again, because obviously the airplane's not wanting to work with me today. It does not like me, so. But you know what? That's okay, though. I know a lot of things don't like me, especially this airplane, right? But luckily, this stream is going a lot more smooth than the other one did, so I'm kind of a little bit shocked to say we may actually have a safe and successful landing in Memphis, right? So kind of interesting that we're actually able to fly this plane today and we're not having these major upsets and we're not getting, the airplane's not scaring me and not making me want to cry. And I'll tell you what, I'll take it. I will take it every day of the week. This airplane wants to give it to me that it actually wants to fly correctly. All right, folks, let's make sure everything's looking good here for approach. We're currently down to 230 knots. We're descending and maintaining 5,000 feet, and we're currently, I think the computer just lost its crap here, but I'm going to fly their heading that they're asking me to. I think they're actually giving me vectors here for the runway. More than likely, it looks like it's going to be a visual approach. It's beautiful currently. We're getting the sunset coming down into Memphis, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Have that beautiful cloud layer above us. Delta 8841 from Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee, guys. Let's get hype here. We're about ready to land this plane. Go ahead and drop that prediction down in the chat. Exclamation mark predict. Drop in that butter landing I hopefully get. If you don't believe I'll butter land, okay, guys, look, I'm not going to get sad and upset, okay? Mr. Pilot 222 may, but me, you know, I'm not going to get upset about it. I hope Noodle Pro is able to hold on to his seat, though. Folks, I'm going to go ahead and ding the passenger belts here again a few times. Make sure that everyone's aware that we are coming down for a landing and that I am not ready for this. I know no one else is, though, because let's be honest, I'm the one flying the plane today, right? So we all know that this is going to be a crap show coming down into Memphis, Tennessee. But folks, thank you once again for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel tonight. We're about to shortly land here. Got less than probably about 5 or 6 minutes before we are on the ground. Noodle Pro just joined the stream, guys. It's getting a little chunky peanut butter back here, guys. So you know what? Here's the thing. We may not have a smooth, dairy, buttery landing coming down. We may have some chunky stuff left on the runway, but that's totally okay. If it happens, right? But thank you guys once again for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel on Delta 8841 Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee, folks. Also, do make sure you do yourself a favor. Make sure you keep all of your stuff surrounded around you. Memphis does get a little bit dangerous, especially at night.
Descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, Delta 8841. All right, folks, here we go. We're dropping it in. We're trying to lay on this plane as much as we can. Down to 3,000 for Delta 8841. Once again, folks, thank you so much for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel tonight. I know it's been absolutely mad and insane, but you guys have been there with me for the entire flight. We've currently got the speed brakes fully deployed. We have also got speed brakes fully armed as well, too. I'm trying to get the airplane to slow the heck down. We're going a little bit fast here. I would start extending flaps, but honestly, V1's at about 230 knots. I don't want to break anything coming down either. But folks, we got Memphis coming into sight here on the right of the aircraft, guys. Once again, thank you so much for joining in. Put it down on Bow Street. They have great food. I'm starving back here. Okay. What do we got at Bow Street there, Noodle Pro? What do we got at Bow Street here at Memphis? I've never been there. Folks, listen. So I know Noodle Pro because we both used to drive these things called semi-trucks, right? Absolutely crazy. I know 18 wheels of fun and joy and all this other crap. But Noodle Pro, I met him with a company that I used to work for, and we've remained good friends all the way up until today. You know, of course, if I don't make this a buttery landing, he may hate my guts later, but you know what? Sometimes things happen for a reason, right? But we're currently down to 3,000 feet here for Memphis here, and everything seems to go well. So Noodle Pro, I don't know. You know, I think he might be afraid, to be honest, to tell you if he's being held hostage or not. There is a potential possibility that there is a hostage situation on the aircraft. However, I will tell you this. I did make sure to lock the cockpit door after he walked out this last time, because I have had occasionally here happen where he just randomly pops into the aircraft and, you know, he starts getting mad and he starts throwing stuff because, you know, he says that I've kidnapped him. And guys, I would never do that. I would never kidnap Noodle Pro, right? I mean, I know it sounds crazy, you know, that anyone would think I would kidnap them directly, but, you know, I've heard of worse things, guys. I've heard of worse things on the Quasiguru Twitch channel, so it doesn't completely shock me, right? But let's go ahead and make sure we get everything bugged up here really quick. 3032 on the descent here into Memphis. Got 36 right here, I believe, that we're expecting here for the ILS approach. All right, it looks like we are cross-checking the altimeters. We're all at 3032. That looks beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and start deploying 1 degree of flaps, go to 8 degrees of flaps max. And then for our next levels, we will need, actually I can go to 20 right now, flaps 20. Go and increase the power a little bit while we get vectored the rest of the way of the runway. Folks, we got Memphis directly here on our right. You can start to see the landing lights in sight here. So we'll probably get one more vector. We're probably going to be told to expect the ILS for runway 36 right. Guys, thank you so much once again for joining in on the stream. We'll be landing here shortly. If you haven't drank enough yet, make sure you... you know, wake Noodle Pro up, make sure he's aware. Help, help, she has snakes on this plane. Uh-oh. Guys, Samuel Jackson's about to come out. Samuel Jackson's about to come out, guys. We're getting sick and tired of these snakes on this darn plane, right? I forgot to turn on my instrument lights. Uh-oh. We may have an issue here. I think that's my cabin pressure. There we go. Oh, that could have been bad. I'm forgetting to actually set up my lights here before I land. All right, guys, here we go. Get my lights turned up here on the panel. Make sure we are ready for the landing here in Memphis, Tennessee. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining in on this flight to Memphis. We've definitely had a good time with you all. I mean, some passengers may not be having as much fun, like Noodle Pro. You know, Noodle Pro is assuming he has been kidnapped, so there is that too. I'm chained to the cart. Uh-oh, he's telling people what has happened. That's not good. All right, guys, here we go. All right, let's see if I can get Memphis approached.
Delta 8841, turn right, heading 330.
Right turn, 330, Delta 8841. All right, folks, here we go. Right turn to 330. And he is lining me up for the runway here. He is vectoring me currently, so we're going right turn to 330 here. All right, folks, this is probably going to be the smoothest flight you're ever going to see on the CRJ. I almost feel like I've learned something over the last few days of flying this can of rust and bolts from Aerosoft. It cost $54.56 after tax, $54.64 after tax. Look, I'm not salty. She made me sit in the bathroom between rounds. Guys, don't listen to what Noodle Pro tells you. It's not true.
Memphis departure Viper, November 2089, are holding short runway 27.
Alright guys, let's see if I can get visual approach
November
here.
2089er Memphis, the wind at Memphis 03075 runway heading, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Memphis chart here for the runway. Well, for the taxi chart for the airport. Looks like we'll be landing on 36 right. We're going to need about 3,500 feet of runway, so we'll probably end up turning off on Papa and taxiing over to the terminal that way. But thank you guys once again for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel.
Turn right heading 030, descend and maintain 2,000.
Turn right heading 030, descend and maintain 2,000. Delta 8841.
And Delta 8841, the field's at your 12 to 1 o'clock, about 10 miles. Do you have the airplane?
Delta 8841 has the airport in sight.
Delta 8841, roger, fly heading 030 to join final, cleared visual approach runway 36 right.
Fly heading 030, descend and maintain 2,000, cleared visual approach runway 36 right, Delta 8841. Alright folks, here we go, we're coming down again. Come on baby. There we go. And maintain 2,000 feet. There we go. Now the airplane's working. Okay. Alright, folks, we're clear for visual approach, so I'm going to go ahead and put down the landing gear. Landing gear's coming down now. We're going to start extending our flaps as well. Start pulling back the power here. And we are set up for the visual approach for runway 36 right, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to disconnect autopilot here.
Memphis departure, Vision Jet, November 62908, Papa, holding short.
Alright, folks, autopilot's now disconnected. I now have control over the aircraft.
Vision Jet 62908, Papa, Memphis departure, runway 27.
Flaps are coming down to flaps 45.
98 Papa, line up and wait. 27.
Alright folks, thank you once again for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel today as we flew Delta 8841 from Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee. So, folks, we will shortly be setting up here and getting ready for the full landing here. We're going to go ahead and make sure our landing lights are configured and on. Landing lights are coming on. We're good there. All right, folks.
Mr. Piper 089.
Number 2089, Memphis departure, radar contact out of.
Well, guys, we might be having a minor issue here. I'm actually having a frame rate drop occur right now, but that's okay. We're just going to fly it by hand. We're going to fly her by hand.
The 8841, the wind is 0206, runway 36 right, clear to land.
Runway 36 right, clear to land, Delta 8841. All right, folks, here we go. We're coming down here for landing, and folks, if you haven't already, please thank Noodle Pro for supplying the drinks on board this aircraft tonight. I know, you know, flying with Delta sometimes can be scary, and you know, we try to make sure our passengers are well inebriated before landing, so that way they don't sue the captain. So, but folks, here we go. We're coming down for landing. This landing's looking really good coming down into Memphis. I'm gonna go and start backing down power. Approach speed should be right about 148. Our ref speed's gonna be right around 136 here for the landing. So, folks, I hope we have a nice, smooth, buttery touchdown. If we don't, I think I'm going to blame, you know what, 14AD, he may not be around still, but I'm going to blame 14AD. Yep. Blame 1480 tonight if we don't land safely. So guys, here we go. We're coming down. Nice and smooth approach coming down here into Memphis. Alright, here we go, guys. Here we go. I can't believe we're doing this. I can't believe this plane has actually held up. I was pretty sure we were going to fall apart again tonight, but shockingly, somehow this airplane is actually flying tonight, guys. You guys can ignore that alarm, I promise. We're not going to die. Yet. No death yet. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Giving you the CRJ 200 experience. What I'm doing. Whoa, look at that. We got a plane taking off right now, too. I need to put this bird down right now.
FedEx 788 Heavy, runway 27, line up and wait.
27, line up and wait, FedEx 788 Heavy.
We are down, folks. We are down. Here we go. Reverse thrust, going full reverse. Here we go. Here we go. All right, guys, we got full reverse in. We are currently slowing the aircraft down. Yeah, it's a little bit more rough than normal, but I'm going to be honest, guys, the frame rate is not where it needs to be at for this aircraft yet. So I have put this aircraft down anywhere
November
between...
628 Papa Memphis departure, radar contact altitude leaving.
November
Right, here we go.
Papa climbing through,
We're going to go ahead and turn off here at Sierra 4.
Vision Jet 98 Papa Memphis departure, radar contact. Turn right, heading 260, climb and maintain 16,000.
98 Papa, can you say again? Sorry.
Alright guys, here we go.
Papa, radar contact.
You know, and honestly, when you think about it, here's the thing. For a jet, that is still pretty much a butter landing, okay? And the reason why I say that is because if you divide, let's say that 265 feet per minute by 60, you'll actually realize that it's basically a butter landing still. So it's kind of cool when you think about it. You know, I still laid down some butter even though theoretically I guess I didn't, right? So it just depends on the way you want to look at it, guys. But thank you guys once again for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel today. For all of your content needs.
8841, welcome to Memphis. Cross runway 18 center at Kilo, contact ground point 9er on the other side.
Cross 18 center at Kilo, contact ground point 9er on the other side. Delta 8841. Alright guys, here we go. Alright, here we go. We're going to go ahead and continue the taxi here. Let's go ahead and turn, let's go and keep the landing lights on.
The wind.
Go and turn on taxi lights here.
Runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Right, here we go.
27 cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading FedEx 788 heavy.
Alright, here we go. We're about to cross the Kilo, guys. I need contact ground on the other side here, so let's make sure we have that frequency accurate. Actually, shocked we got Memphis ground online right now. That's excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and just do a real quick check here to make sure we're clear left, clear right before we continue our taxi. We didn't get a hold short instruction, but I'd much rather make sure we're safe to continue taxi. We're all good there. We're continuing taxi. We got ground online at 121.9. Come down here to the radio, get that configured in really quick. Alrighty.
November 6298 Papa, you're clear direct to Betty, resume with South 7 departure.
Okay, 98 Papa, direct Betty and resume departure.
Alright, I'm going to pop up here really quick, make sure we get clear of the runway here at Kilo. Folks, first successful CRJ flight on the Quasiguru Twitch channel. Of course, the frame rates drop like crazy, but this is Memphis too. I should probably have my graphics settings turned down a little bit. I'm not going to completely blame the airplane, guys, but right now it is one of those things where, you know, you got to make sure you're on your P's and Q's when you're flying this bird too. Alright, so we're going to go and contact ground 121.9. We're going to go ahead and get a gate here really quick. And folks, thank you once again for joining in tonight. I got to make sure I get Noodle Pro unkidnapped here before he kills me. So, you know, that could always happen, right?
780 heavy Memphis departure.
Trying to get over to 121.9. Come on, baby. Come on.
We're leaving
Tune in.
2,400 now. FedEx 780 heavy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. This thing, it gets really
turn right, heading 360,
laggy.
16,000.
Especially towards your end of your flight.
Right,
so.
heading 360 up to 16,000. FedEx 788 heavy.
Alright, 121.9. Let's get this tuned back down. Come on. Come on. There we go, 121.9. That looks good, okay? Alright, folks, I'm going to contact Memphis ground here. Memphis ground, Delta 8841, clear of runway 36 center at Kilo, requesting taxi to terminal.
Delta 8841, contact ground point 9er.
Oh, I forgot to change over channels. Ground point 9er.
298 Papa, your lease from airspace Memphis Center offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. So.
Okay.
One of those things where the frame rate's too low, so we're okay here, guys. But here we go. All right. Memphis ground, Delta 8841, clear runway 36 center at Kilo. Request taxi terminal.
Delta 8841, open the pushing taxi to terminal via Kilo Juliet.
Taxi terminal via Kilo Juliet for Delta 8841. All right, folks, here we go. Here we go. Let's go ahead and let's do a couple real quick configuration changes here for the aircraft so we can begin our taxi again. Let's go ahead and get the APU started up since we're on the ground. I think I got both buttons pressed. Can't really tell with the lag I'm experiencing currently. Yep, APU is spinning up. Good, okay. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. We're taxiing to the terminal now. All right, we're going to go and just grab this gate really quick here. All right, guys, look at that. Excellent parking by a now official CRJ pilot. All right, folks, we got the airplane completely cleaned up. Let's go ahead and get ready to deboard the passengers. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel tonight. We do appreciate all of your love and support that you've given us over this entire time. Grateful to have you all on board. Let's go and get the landing lights turned off, the taxi lights off. Go and turn off the nav, beacon, strobe, logo, and let's start killing everything else off. Hydraulic pumps are coming off. All right, dome light, we'll go and turn on really quick so we can just see what we're doing right now. Get the windshield heat turned off, the probes off. Maybe. There we go. All right. Anti-ice is off officially. All right, folks, we're almost done getting this set up. I know it's absolutely incredible how many steps you got to go through with this plane to shut it down. I know it's absolutely insane. All right, folks, but thank you once again for joining Quasiguru Air tonight on Delta 8841 from Orlando to Memphis. I hope everyone had a safe, enjoyable, lovely flight. If you guys have any questions about the Quasiguru channel, if you'd like to make any suggestions or improvements for the Quasiguru channel, please make sure you drop into our Discord, !Discord in the chat. Folks, we would love to hear from you to see what you would like to see done in the future, see what you would like done differently. You know, if you have any suggestions, I'm definitely willing to take them. And also, if you do follow this channel, I will follow you back. You know, that's one thing I do believe in firmly is, you know, if you support my channel, I'm going to help support yours too, and I will pop in from time to time. So don't think, you know, that you're completely alone and no one's going to, you know, spend time with you or your channel, because, guys, that's not the truth. That's further from the truth. This community is absolutely wonderful, and I've learned over time that this community helps support each other. So once again, guys, thank you for joining in on Delta Airlines 8841 tonight. Folks, I want to go ahead and just recap some things tonight that have happened that we've had come across. So folks, it looks like we had, oh gosh, we had quite a bit happen today. So Tango Rider 97 yesterday had followed the channel. 14AD has rated me with a party of 7 tonight. Wow, 14AD, thank you so much. WD Person had subscribed with a tier 1 subscription for the channel. The Beach House, the infamous Beach House, has followed the channel as well. Do appreciate that here, Beach House. Thank you so much. WD Person has gifted a tier 1 sub to DigiDriver. Mr. Pilot 222 is hosted with 1 viewer. Totally appreciate Mr. Pilot 222. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Dave Rendon has also resubscribed tier 1 for the 2nd month in a row now. I'm Just Josie has cheered 25 bits. 14AD had cheered 100 bits, and we had Technical Domain that cheered 1,000 bits. Once again, thank you everybody for joining in. If you have any suggestions for which channel you would like us to go see raid, we'll go ahead and take those suggestions right now. But once again, guys, thank you so much for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel. And let's see here, who won the landing challenge tonight? Let's see here really quick. So, no guesses, no winners. Nobody won the landing challenge tonight. No one predicted the landing challenge tonight. Are you guys telling me that I can't give away a subscription to my channel tonight? Are you kidding me? Alright, folks, I'm just going to go and select somebody. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to select somebody to give a subscription to tonight. But you know what, guys? Once again, thank you so much for the love and support that you've given me here on the channel. And, you know, it's absolutely incredible, you know. So I'm going to go and select somebody. You know what, Beach House, since you came in here, you're a good sport. You didn't beat me up too much. I think I'm going to give you the tier 1 subscription for tonight, Beach House. So once again, Beach House. Oh, yeah, so Noodle Pro says he's blaming the snakes on the plane. You know, I can't blame him. I really can't. I really can't blame him because, you know what, I would probably blame the snakes on the plane too, but they're so cute and they're so cuddly, and I just want to love and hug them all and give them a great life, and, you know, I just want to be there for them, guys. You know, that's what I want to do. I just want to be there for the snakes. But I know we all can't, you know, do it. But Beach House, since nobody predicted tonight the prediction, I'm going to go and gift you. Whoa, look at that. Quasiguru just has Dude, Beach House, a tier 1 subscription to the channel. Excellent. Thank you guys so much once again. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'm glad that we actually had a safe and successful landing here in Memphis, even though it was a little bit rough, but you know, we did it. We actually did it. So thank you once again, guys, for joining in. Have a great rest of your night, and once again, remember, at the end of the day, the one thing I want you guys to remember is that no matter what happens in your life, things do get better. Things always can get better. But in order for that to happen, you still need to be there, right? So, but once again, guys, thank you so much for joining in with the Quasiguru Twitch channel and Delta 8841 from Orlando to Memphis, Tennessee. Have a great rest of your night, guys, and take care, and I will see you in the next one.